This is Tone Capone, and you're getting lifted to the sounds of my DJ Spaceship. Go ahead and beam him up, boy. Let's get him.
Greetings and salutations from us to all the nations. We're about to get loose, strictly for entertainment. We're reppin' Tampa Bay, 10 toes down. It's waves of the bay. No, we ain't playing around. Tuesday nights from 8 to 10, make sure you ride the wave. It's Tone Capone and DJ Spaceship on your airwaves. We're mixing interviews, R&B and hip-hop. We're blasting off, and the top is just a pit stop.
Greetings, Earthlings. DJ Spaceship, Tone Capone, Waves of the Bay Risen on your radio.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We in the building.
Oh
man.
yeah. Okay.
We back in Tampa, Florida, man.
Oh, everybody say
that's where we at.
Say everybody say okay.
What you about to do?
What? You want him to rap? You want him to rap?
Get him ship. Get him ship. What? Get him ship. Get him ship. Get him ship. Get him ship. Get him ship.
Turn my beat up. Turn my beat up. I mean, break it down.
Acapella, man.
Hold
break
on.
It down.
Let me clean my glasses
Get
up.
Them bars.
I got to clean my glasses first.
Get them bars.
Listen, man. Y'all ready for them bars? Candy bars, monkey bars, handlebars.
What?
You don't want to pull up to the bars.
Talk some more.
Just a little bit, man. What's up, Tom?
It's Waves of the Bay, episode 17. Episode 17. What's good people? Thank you. We got a whole room full of clowns in here, too, man. It's going to be a good episode. But I can guarantee you we're also going to drop some knowledge at the same time because everybody in here is pretty knowledgeable, except SB with a slim bastard ass.
Yeah.
Stupid bitch.
Ugly ass hat.
That's my brother, dog. For real. But for real, man. Waves of the Bay, episode 17. I'm Tone Capone. TONEKAPONE. Spell my name with a K, because you spell it with a C, you will not see me.
You can't see.
Genuine in the motherfucking house, y'all.
Hey, back in high school, I used to do the sideburns like that. Real talk, dog. I'm sure we can find some pictures like that. And my boy that we about to talk about had the usher hairdo.
Oh my god.
He had the fade all the way up here with like the little patch of hair right there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie about it. It's fun. Hey, but we was getting it then though.
Listen, I got a mean picture. I found a mean picture in Kansas. That's all I'm gonna say.
He was up there snapping pictures.
I found a mean picture.
I ain't worried about it.
I
look exactly the same. So
I seen it. I said, "Oh, this the game we play. I know you."
Oh, man. Episode 17. If y'all just now tuning in, well, actually, DJ Spaceship is in the mix as well. Let's introduce DJ Spaceship. Give me your social right quick, man, before we blast off.
At DJ Spaceship on Instagram, at DJ Spaceship 83 on Twitter, and then you know what I'm saying, Gregory Bowers, just 1 part handsome, 2 parts nice, and I'm 4 parts Angie's son, so I think that's a heavy drink for y'all to be carrying around looking this good and bald. Oh, so well. Where he come up with that stuff, I don't know. It sounds real fine. Yeah. $2,099.
It traveled well too, man. He was getting a lot of attention from these Kansas girls. I ain't gonna lie to you. I told him to step outside of the DJ booth, but he wanted to stay back
you want the truth?
And try to be hidden.
You want the truth? It wasn't even about the humidity. You know, like I told Tone, I can seriously see me living there. It reminded me of North Carolina and just country. You know what I'm saying? So I could seriously see me staying out there. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a good time for sure, man. Well, yeah, if y'all just tune in, Waves of the Bay on Twitter and Facebook. If you guys are artists, want to send your music over, wavesofthebayradio@gmail.com. We're going to be recapping the Kansas trip in just a moment. We're going to be talking about Unity Jam 2019. We got Neckley under construction here with one of the most doingest people I know over here, old Manolo, man. I don't even know what we're going to talk about, but he's an expert in whatever we're going to talk about because that dude's jack of all trades. As
Master
well as a handsome
many.
man individual. You know, you do your thing, bro. Show some love to you. But yeah, man, we're just going to have a good time up here, for real. Serge, how you living?
Fantastic.
It's only been a week. Like, it's been like the regular week since we've seen you, but so much has happened in that
Man, I know,
week.
right?
It's crazy, man. Like, and I got like 40, 50 more like friend requests like over the last few days. No bullshit. No bullshit.
I believe it.
What we're going to do, let's get the music started off real quick. We're going to get into a little short set, come back, talk about Kansas, and then we're going to bring Neckley under construction up here. So, this Waves of the Bay, episode 17. Make sure you're following us on Spreaker.
Give me the cue.
One spliff a day, I keep the evil away.
Loud.
No one spliff a day, I keep the evil away.
Level second.
It's the holy night.
Hola. We're all in this
It's the holy night.
Get the most
I do them place shall be.
Them one hear me up on the crowd. Jason,
You must mind.
them a plan against my life, but God now left us.
You must
But
mind.
lightning and thunder.
Brimstone, I tell you to all over
Just send me
there.
protection from his holy mountain. Lightning and thunder.
Break them asunder, man.
Protect my life, please protect my sonja. Lightning and thunder.
Lose some
Them
grip.
want me fall, and my blood them a come for. Lightning and thunder.
Run wild.
Jaja, you take me so far, them can't see me blunder.
We reach a holy mountain.
Hola, hola, hola,
In the
hola.
most times in pure majesty, brother, King Celestia, the first conquer lamb, tramp, through dialect of Chala, this world.
DJ Khaled. Right through the gates of hell, when that wretched soul that live a life of evil, out of control, tormented soul, go away, go away, go away from me, take them away, Father, take them away. Ooh, right through the gates of hell, with powers over darkness and light, hypocrites and Jezebels dance to the devil's delight. They made a pact, ooh, bloody sacrifice. How they kill, name and torture, and use the name of Christ. I turn them away.
They blasted, 2 years stressing. Said I wouldn't make it. I was being tested. My blessing. I thought I wouldn't make it without being tested. My blessing. They blasted. Gotta protect. My blessing. Gotta protect. My blessing. Blessing.
I miss a light it up, smoke up your herb, high up, selling like a bird, like a fire, burn it to burn, bless up, step up, a full military, say them I wish you bad, but that's not necessary, every day you say your prayer, nothing ordinary, bless and protected from the holy sanctuary, evil people only want to see you dead and buried, ever living up and say that the Almighty bless me, I'm going to for the truth, what you enemies,
They blasted, 2 years stressing. Said I wouldn't make it. I was being tested. My blessing. I thought I wouldn't make it without being tested. My blessing. They blasted. Gotta protect. My blessing. Gotta protect. My blessing. Blessings, my.
them one hear me up on the cross like Jason. Them a plan against my life, but God now left us. But a lightning and thunder, just send me protection from his holy mountain. Lightning and thunder, protect my life, please.
No talk about me brown, Jaja do say me black. Me slim, me tell them borrow bant and no fat. Me DJ fi ball head and dreadlocks, and tell me wig spot down in me diamond socks. Me favorite color that a yellow and black. And when me go a show, yes me sit down in a box. Show where we watch star by Silver Fox. We better than this thing out of a gal a walk. You trouble raw, why you say you about to get shot? You hang a man, you hang him high in a tree top. A sound get drop a burrow band and do that. It must be the lyrics that a burrow him to Man me slim and me no fat, man me culture me no slack. But I man as again me not come back. Take a tick attack we make the people them rock. The jacker from the packer man a roll and the block. Go tell them borrow bantana the cream and the crop. And anytime me pass yes the road a fi black. Boom what this? What that a borrow bantana chat? Boom what this? What that chat no respect no not? Boom what this? What that a borrow bantana chat? Boom what this? What that chat no respect no not? Do not pass the two and no for the rap. And no for them a go like them a go for me black.
Oh yes.
You may not be a movie star, you may not drive a big fast car, but I love you in every way. I love you in every way.
Everywhere you can think of.
I don't know why.
I'll tell you.
Why? I don't know why.
In a drive a fast car, but me never left you out, cause we a come from far. You remember when me only have one arrow shirt, and you muggle with me in a your tight up skirt. As long as me there from Mars and God the earth, me not forget where me a come from. Me not go dish your dirt.
I'll keep on loving you.
Always.
I don't know why. Oh, why? I don't know why.
Big snap of fish, the way you look, the way you dress, and that me carry this. Your personality, there is no other like it. But you want and telling the world.
I love you in every way. I love you in every way. I don't know why. Oh, I don't know
They call me Megatron, just did a telethon. He got my jealous on, and I get my jealous on. I fuck him like I miss him, he just came out of prison. Bitches be talking shit, but they ain't got a pot to piss in. My name is Nicki M, I'm in a sticky Benz. That mean it's candy apple red, I'm Barbie, this is Ken. That is a Fendi fact, I'm with 100 max. Oh, this is custom made, Donatella sent me that. Fill up, baby, fill on me. Pull up if you're feeling lonely. Fill up, baby, fill on me. Pull up if you're feeling lonely. Da, da, da. Shots, I'm drinking. It's better when I'm drinking. I tune up when I'm drinking. Rum when I'm da, da, da. Shots, I'm drinking. It's better when I'm drinking. I tune up when I'm drinking. Rum when I'm da, da, da. They call me Megatron. Shorty's a megacon. It ain't about the race either, it's the marathon. I put the squeeze on him, throw up the beats on him. That ass clapping on the D, Hercules on him. My name is Batty. I keep it tight for Zaddy. He keep it coming. He ain't even dropped the Addy. Trunk in the front. I need a blunt. I own my own Moscato, bitch. We getting drunk. Fill up, baby, fill on me. Pull up if you're feeling lonely. Fill up, baby, fill on me. Pull up if you're feeling lonely. Shots, I'm drinking. It's better when I'm drinking. I tune up when I'm drinking. Rum when I'm shots, I'm drinking. It's better when I'm drinking. I tune up when I'm drinking.
Let's have sex, but not without the foreplay. Okay, cool. But not without the first date. Okay, cool. But not before I have to wonder if you let me in. If I walk into your doorway, let's have sex, but not without the sprees, babe. Okay, cool. Not without the vacays, no.
Ooh, it's the way it goes. Don't this feel right? Tryna put you in the light. It's the way it goes. I don't say goodnight. I'm tryna fuck you on side.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But these days I'm thinking, baby, we should fuck again. I'm tryna
meet you in Vegas and try my luck again. All your friends say you ain't really in love with him. Started off the hand and now I'm off the drum. Had to switch it up, I had to hit your phone. Can you picture us posted on the wall? Can you picture us posted on the wall? I put her to sleep and she woke up like that. Yeah. Breakfast in bed, I order her for a snack. Yeah. Then get to the bag, talking a big payback. Roll my wood and give her good. Ooh, it's the way it goes. I don't this feel right. Don't this feel right. I'm trying to put you in the light. Trying to put you in the light. Ooh, it's the way it goes. I don't say goodnight. Don't say goodnight. Trying to put you on side.
But not without the foreplay. Okay, cool. But not without the first date. Okay, cool. But not before I have to wonder if you let me in. If I walk you to your doorway. Let's have sex. But not without the sprees, babe. Okay, cool. Not without the vacation.
You feel like summertime. You took this heart of mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is your Uncle Earl coming to you from the dirty, nastiest place on the planet. Where that place is? Motherfucker, I don't know. Is it your mammy's couch? But it is your mammy's house. Welcome to the Waves of the Bay, bitch.
Wow.
Hey, man, before we get started tonight, man.
Where did he get that
Listen,
from?
listen.
He probably got it from you.
Mammy's couch.
Joe fights, yeah.
That don't even sound right. Where did he get that from? It's like a disease.
Man,
Real talk, though, man. Before we get started tonight, I want to just have a moment of silence. I lost my brother-in-law this morning. He was a good man. He fought a good fight. So I just want to give a moment of silence for my brother, Johnny. You know what I'm saying? And we're back. Just want to give a moment of silence for man. So you know what I'm saying? What up, Tone?
Man, feeling pretty good. Pretty good. I got some people watching me on the live streams. I'm feeling pretty important
snap,
right
crackle,
now.
and pop.
I done got a whole bunch of friend requests. Something must be going on right now. I don't know.
You did something.
I don't know what done happened. I don't know what done happened, man. But we about to talk about this. Y'all knew we went to Kansas?
I think everybody knew.
We found Toto. I found Toto out there in Kansas, man. I found Toto. No tornadoes.
We ain't even have no bad weather for real, thankfully.
Out of everything,
Listen, I found rabbits every motherfucking well.
Real talk.
We were hunting for the rabbits. I mean, it was a good trip. You know what I'm saying? My scary ass. I got on the plane, obviously. We landed safely. I watched somebody throw up next to me twice.
On the plane?
On the plane, yeah. So I'm used to when you get on the plane, they make everybody sit down when it's time to land and take off. Yeah. This chick wasn't having it. Like, she was like, the plane turned, and then he turned hard. She was like, oh, my God. And she was by the window.
Oh, my God.
And she jumps up and runs to the bathroom. So I'm so high, I'm looking back at her doing a classic white girl pose, you know, when they holding their hair like this and they throwing it up. She was letting that shit go, and the flight attendant rubbing her back like, it's okay, some more drinks at the bar or some shit. So I got off the plane. I'm like, all right. And then coming home, this dude, I told the dude, I say, look, man, I don't fly too well. So, you know, if I get nervous, you know, kind of calm a nigga down. Don't call me a nigga, but calm a nigga down, because he was white. And he had his daughter sitting next to him. She was about 4, maybe 5 years old, about Ari age and size. And the little girl was cool. He had his wife behind her. So then we, you know, they got the little app on Southwest Airlines. Shout out to Southwest Airlines. Y'all the best. Y'all my new airline.
Now he's an airline guy.
See, now we got freaking flyer miles and all this shit.
I thought you were still scared.
I'm still scared, but I was high, so check this out.
Hey, come on, you say Southwest and then you say you was high.
Well, I'm not an official pilot. I was an honorary first officer.
He was like Denzel in Flight is who he
No,
was.
don't say that shit. Then I won't be getting on there. I'll be greyhounding it. But so the dude, they got a little app where you can see how high you going, how fast you going, all that good shit. And so he freaking out, like a little bit of turbulence. He bracing. I'm like, he bracing like we finna, you know, the inevitable. So then we landed. So he was like, oh, we're almost there. I'm like, yeah, man, we're almost there. The minute the wheels hit the ground, he filled his daughter's backpack up.
Oh.
And I'm so high, I'm sitting next to him. I just looked at him like this.
Did it smell?
That was some stank ass shit.
That's the worst. You can't get away from
at the end.
The
and
sound and the smell make you
I was
look at it all day.
I was so high I couldn't do nothing but just smell it, and then I was so high on top of that I didn't know to get up and just sit there. So I just fucking sat there, and then it was over with and shit, man. I was like, look, man, just get me off the fucking plane. So I felt bad, but the crazier part about it was he flew from Kansas City to Tampa with me. That's 2.5 hours. He had to go to Puerto Rico.
Oh, so he started.
So he had a 2-hour layover in Tampa
3 hours.
just to get on the plane to fly to Puerto Rico, and he said that was his first time flying. I was like, chicken and chiplets, I see your ass later, motherfucker.
So Spaceship did way better than he did.
I did better than I expected that I would do, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, Tone could tell you. Matter of fact, Tone ignored me, so shout out to Tone for ignoring me. I got to the airport and was curbside.
It's way too early in the morning.
And I text
to be reading
Tone.
this bullshit.
And I told him, I say, I'm sorry, dog, I can't do this. This nigga ain't even, he read it and didn't even respond.
Left him on red.
This nigga left me on red. Not the color, but red. I say, fuck, man. Then my ride, she dropped me off, and she was like, okay, well, bring your shit back to the car. So I went to turn to grab my shit and look, she was pulling the fuck off. I still could have got a Lyft or Uber, but overall, I had a good time, though, man. It wasn't what I thought. It was all in the mind, and you know what I'm saying? I had a good time. I was high as a motherfucker.
Hey, sometimes friends don't let you say no.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. This is true. I was legally I was legally high. So I want to put that out there.
You said yes
man.
more times you said no. So
But overall, the trip itself, man, like the food, Tone bragged on the barbecue. I didn't like it the first time. They did me wrong. But they did redeem themselves.
He liked it the first time. He said it's some of the best he's had, but it's not in that top tier.
It was top 7 to 10.
That was on July 3rd. Okay, so that's July 3rd. Come July 7th?
7th, yeah.
He wanted me to circle back around there.
Well, I got to see what's happening.
Grab some more barbecue.
You know what I'm saying?
And then we didn't jump into the top 2.
See, I don't like people drowning. Like, that's like eating spicy food. Who
he
the
just
fuck
don't know how to eat right.
No. You can't enjoy shit like that.
He just don't know how to eat well. I don't know.
Well,
I'm sorry, I like my stuff saucy.
So you like your barbecue drowned the fuck out when it's
like
just like you slurping the shit down?
Bro.
So you can't get jiggy to this either, right? Okay. See, that's what I'm saying.
I got hot sauce. I don't like dry shit.
I don't like it dry. Damn, that sounds so bad. I don't like it dry.
Who does?
Hey, roll with it, nigga.
I like something that has
I don't like it dry.
Who does?
But I don't like all
dripping.
That. Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah, man. But it was a
But
good
I don't
trip.
want my bread to be soggy.
So now you in the same realm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we were eating there.
There is too much.
So there ain't
There's such thing as too much.
And they didn't give me my
jalapeno. It means you're taking too damn long.
They ain't giving me my jalapeno peppers either the first time.
Yeah.
But they made up
Still
for
mad
it.
about that.
The lady with the mustache gave me the jalapeno peppers the second time.
So the dude lady with the mustache.
Yes.
with jalapeno
She played on Friday Out the Neck. She was the rent lady.
Here we go. Y'all better stop talking about
I got
them.
my shit fixed, bitch.
You need to go ahead and get that shit lined up right there.
I was also bragging on my mama's greens.
Yo, he said, "Fuck you."
I said my mom makes the best collard greens.
Mom's
stand
greens,
by it.
Mom's
tried
greens
them.
was dope.
Throwing papers on the floor.
I stand by that too. She did her thing.
It's real.
Shout out to
real.
Mama G, man. Like her hospitality was just. I enjoyed myself. She was another part of the reason why I didn't want to leave because she just made it feel like at home. Everything was comfortable. I mean, good mornings in the morning. I'm like, oh shit.
What you think about the event we did?
The event.
Actually, hold up. Let's even reset it for y'all. Y'all wasn't there, so y'all didn't get to understand what we did. So, what we did. I'm from Junction City, Kansas. It was about 30,000 when I was growing up. It's down to about 23,000 right now. So it's a real small town, right by a military air base. So, we got all the military cats coming in there. A lot of diversity. Like my town's pretty much 50-50 white and black. So. We pretty diverse to be a small town in Kansas. Definitely like an anomaly in the whole state of Kansas.
When I was looking at the picture, I actually got that read.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah.
And we were all out there kicking it because we all came up together. So it was a good feeling. But we went back for the 4th of July, which we do a big event back there called Sundown Salute. And I figured if I'm going to take the family out there, let's at least give them something to do. So free event, concerts, carnival, all that stuff. So we had a good time doing that. But while we were up there, my best friend David Laster, he was here for the J-Rock Outkast tribute that we did. So he was up there at the bar. He heard how me and Spaceship got down, how we rocked Crowbar. And he's like, man, it would be great if y'all did that up here. So that's how the whole idea got started right there. And then Spaceship was like, oh, I'll go ahead and make that trip. And I'm like, nigga, you bullshit.
I was lying.
Like, nigga, you bullshit.
I was lying. I went about that life.
With the mask and shit.
Oh shit! What's up with you? Coming in here.
Came in with the mask and shit.
Y'all looking crazy with that shit, man. What's up with y'all?
We legit got a full house in this motherfucker.
Yeah, we do.
Somebody call Tico and tell them the bill is going to go up
like,
in this
yeah, let's go
motherfucker.
ahead
It's
and
going to
get this all set up on the 5th of July. Excuse me, damn it. I'm telling the story.
Hold on, I gotta do the club shit. Hold on, I gotta stand on.
But anyways, though, so
y'all look at this
like
shit.
I was saying though, he came up with the idea we should do this up here. Spaceship said he was down. Last year got to work. He got the venue all situated. I hollered at people from the town that's going to be back in town for the holidays, and we assembled the lineup. So we had 7 artists rocking from the town in the town, and on the 5th of July. And in my town, they don't really do nothing for hip hop or R&B during this big ass festival. So we was like the one doing the shit.
Right.
So it was. You go ahead and pick it up from there, Spaceship.
Can I say what I want to say?
Yeah.
Can I talk?
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
So we go to view the venue and shit, and let me just say it straight up. Everybody that performed was dope. We go to view the venue, so I'm sitting down. I've been drinking more Hennessy this weekend than ever in my life. Nice. And I say, the police just came in the door.
This is before we even get started.
Some ATF type motherfuckers walked through the door. And
I got the dude's card in my pocket.
Oh, you still got it?
Yeah. We still got to figure out that damn mystery.
Can I talk about that?
I don't give a fuck.
Listen,
we in Florida now.
So so check it out. So what happened is they came in. They want to be petty because, like he said, the big event in his city going down, and they wanted to make sure that we was, in compliance with everything, aka bullshit. Shut these niggas down. But shout out to the VFW and the staff. They had everything on point, everything ready. Attitudes was in check, so they let us fly. But what we found out on the back end is the reason that they came is because one of the rappers that was performing that night was fucking somebody's daughter.
Oh,
ain't that some shit?
I
have an idea who it is.
I don't know which one.
I'm about
somebody on the force.
Listen,
sure who it is.
No drama in Kansas.
Listen,
I haven't even asked him yet.
I don't know which one of y'all rappers did that shit.
Did he make her click her toes?
I don't know what he did. I don't know what he did, but we found that out. And
she had extra sauce.
She had extra sauce.
Oh yeah,
it's like we promoted too hard, dog. Like we promoted so hard that these cats showed the fuck up and was talking about shutting the shit down. But the VFW staff was so cool and handled it so professionally. Because even I started getting a little bit snippy, but they was like, "Yo, just back up." I was like, "All right." I had to say a little. I got to get my jab in there at least. You know what I'm saying? I know right from wrong, but I got to get a jab in there. You know what I'm saying?
But tell them what happened at this event that ain't never happened at any event we did.
What's that there?
First of all, it took 30 minutes to get a drink at the bar.
Oh, that's what we talking about. Listen to this shit.
30 minutes.
Listen to this shit. All right. Y'all know how it gets down on a busy night. Everybody here has thrown an event, been part of an event. Y'all know how it gets down.
Yeah, that's the.
You got to catch this part.
We're in the middle of Kansas, in my hometown, at the Ignite the Night Independence Day hangover, and we're getting it in, dog. Like, we're getting it in so much. We sell the motherfucking bar out. I'm not talking about out of just alcohol. I'm talking about Pepsi, Sprite, water, ice. They ain't have shit left when we
Everything
was
was
done.
gone.
They ran out before the show was over. People was waiting like 30 minutes in line because they wasn't prepared for the type of drinking that was about to go down on the day after the 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that we've done that we've never done. We did have a hiccup though. Like, we ran out of time, man. One of my artists didn't get the rock, dog. So that shit ate me the fuck up, dog. 'Cause this is one of my homies. But we're trying to work it out. So he's probably going to be coming down here. I'm going to bring him down here. We're going to have him headline one of our shows and do a couple of interviews with us. And probably get at you for like a photo shoot or something too. You know, give him a little package like that. But yeah, that shit ate me the fuck up. But besides that, we had the whole place jam-packed, wall to wall. I seen people I haven't seen in 20 years, 15 years. I met the homie Tone Butter finally from DC. He's going to be coming on the show sometime soon. But I've known this cat through my auntie for like 3 years now. So I finally get to meet him and chop it up with him. But he did something really amazing that was completely spontaneous. Back in my hometown, like one of the people's, Mrs. Snipes, her son Felix was killed by gun violence back in August, I want to say it was. It's been probably like 6 months. It's been almost a year now. But he brought her up on stage. Like, his set was about gun violence and stopping the violence, almost like what you talk about, Clay. But he brought her up on stage, have her talk about, the memory of Felix. His birthday's coming up on July 21st, so we all wished him a happy birthday. And it was just like a really tender, like sincere, authentic, genuine type moment. So shout out to Tone Butter, man. Like that sealed the deal with me.
So I know that you've been waiting to put a show on in your hometown for a long time. Was it what you expected?
It was.
I think it was beyond what you expected.
It was. Well, let me put it like this.
That's got to be a big deal.
And I wanted to talk about this too because me and David was talking about this. For one, shout out David Laster because he doesn't think he did that much work, but he did more work than people that's been on the team have done before. Like he put together the venue and handled everything back home when I couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? And back home is the middle of Kansas. Like y'all point in the middle of Kansas, that's where we at, Junction City, Kansas. So, but it actually ended up being bigger than I thought it was because the show was cool, but the impact that the show had on the people that came out was really the difference. Like, I wasn't the only person that's seen people they haven't seen in years. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was like the age range was like our aunties to like our young nephews and nieces. You know what I'm saying? So we was just in there kicking it, and everybody had a good time. You could just see the love that everybody has for each other, and just it was crazy, man. Like it was honestly like it was like a reunion with DJ Spaceship killing it. Like for real, man. What you think?
I think it was better. Like I said, it was better than what I expected. Like I said, I didn't know what the hell to expect. I ain't never been to fucking Kansas or what to expect out of Kansas. The people was friendly. The events and everything was on point. But just to get in there and have a good time, the drinks was good, cheap, and on point. Like it wasn't no watered down shit.
That's why they ran out.
That could be the case.
And we had over 100 people in the building. It was like doing the numbers. It was like around 125, 130.
I think it might have been
in the
more
building.
I think it was more.
There was more people outside of the building. There was no place to park.
Yeah, it was no more.
There was
parking.
people that I was wanting to see that didn't even get in the building.
Yeah,
and I didn't even know this shit until after the fact. I was like, damn, like Tobias was there. What?
Yeah.
So yeah, just shout out to my town, man. And yeah, we had a good time, man. They're already talking about trying to bring us back next year, which, I could see that. I knew that was going to happen. They was trying to get us. That old boy ran up on me at the damn festival, like, hey, y'all want to do this every week? I'm like, bro, we in Tampa, man. Like, we can't do this shit every week.
Shit, he flies the fuck out.
Honestly, it's the thing about timing, man. Like,
spaceship flying now, so
I'm ready to fly now. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna be doing the
fly me to the moon. Yeah, man.
But it was a good time for real. And we probably will run it back next year. And that's definitely in the works. So I know one of my homies, Destrick, he rocked up there. He's going to be coming down here for open mic next month. So
Spaceship, you playing in any Junction City tonight?
Am I playing in the Junk Town?
I am. I'm doing it for the Baywatch. We're going to wrap it up one more time, give them a little bit of love. Do it like that, man. I got nothing but heat for the Baywatch moving forward. And in case y'all don't know what it is, once again, 5 tracks every week, independent artists out here in Tampa Bay. We also run it on our 88.5 Saturday Night Shutdown show. We call it the Saturday Night Shine. Try to flip it up, play off that as well, which we will be on there this Saturday as well. So I think we talked enough, man. Let's go ahead and let's talk with Neckley Under Construction. Who do you have here? Who is this guy right here in front of me?
What's going on?
So, hey.
Waves of the Bay, episode 17. You guys just now tuning in. We just talked about the Junction City trip. Neckley Under Construction's here with a special guest.
So tonight's guest is actually very special to the blog and Nakedly Under Construction.
Word.
Tonight I have old Manolo with me, and he also is the person who helped me start Nakedly Under Construction.
Hell yeah. It's a long way. And not really,
He's an artist himself, and you're going to find out how he helped.
It is going to continue to evolve because we have there's still a lot of ideas that have untouched. From that night, like we were, shooting. She I think approached me about her blog idea way back at Smoking Words. And,
like a year ago.
So I don't think I've seen you at Smoking Words since. Shit, it's been a long time. But no, eventually, I'm just talking about that particular venue in general because. It's just we see each other at so many different places, but we met there, and it was months later where the shoot actually happened. She was talking about doing this blog, and I still have my idea, which is relatively untouched and untalked about, which is this series where, as I'm working on my tape, last thing I did, this last project I put together felt really out of touch for me. It was really good stuff that I put together. I hollered at Serge about it. He played a couple of tracks on here. This was a while back. And to me though, it felt thrown together. You know, it was only like 7 tracks. It was spanning a long time period, and now I want to do something that's a little bit more in touch. So her idea of just getting in touch with people that nakedly under construction, really getting deep into everybody's into business, all up in everybody's
stories.
shit. Yeah, but also doing kind of the same thing with my project, because nowadays people love seeing the behind the scenes stuff. So for everything that we're starting to work on, I want to make sure there's a lot of footage about it, that we're talking to people that not even necessarily directly involved with the project, but just any kind of subject matter that's out there, talking to other people that either they know something about that or have really strong feelings about it, because that's all our image of our village. You know what I'm saying? Junction City probably has one way. You got ATF motherfuckers coming up in the only hip hop venue, and then we have Tampa, where there's a hip hop shit on every corner, like almost every night of the week.
Right.
Sometimes stuff that we don't know about, though. We're all part of the same network. So it's there's so much different things going on, and so we both aligned perfectly with that. She's now taking it this way. She ended up here from the show that we did way back. Was that October? That I think
started around Halloween.
Yeah, I brought her through on Halloween, and then now here we are with this.
He introduced me to Tone Capone. But what I really liked about Manolo was that I started out by seeing him do some spoken word, and I approached him and said, "Hey, yo, you got a talent. Let me write about you. I know you guys have seen me do that before."
And that just has
that's happened a couple times to some of y'all. But then he approached me and said, "Well, I'm a model and I'm an artist myself," and said, "Well, let me take pictures of you." But it was more than that. After that, he went on and like he was mentioning about the village, is he had a vision for Tampa and for people and for community the same way I did. We had different visions, but we were willing to collaborate and to trade works to try to reach our goals.
Right. It wasn't any fee for this or time for that. How much per hour? None of that. There's a line I got at one of my tracks. It's like I didn't charge by the hour. You co-sign the vision. We sometimes the time that we put aside for the things that we do together that helps us all. That's all. We're investing that shit. This is all investments of our time and our energy. So
we made
do it wisely.
What's the word? Impact. We made an effort to attend each other's events and be part of each other.
Started going like this with the microphone.
I know it. I was watching like, oh Lord, here we go.
We all watching her, like making sure that she's talking into the mic.
Y'all can hear me, right?
I think they're gonna feel you after this one.
Right?
No.
I'm trying to be nice.
Listen, y'all didn't hear before the radio show, but they. Go ahead and be nice, because I'm feeling feisty tonight.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And it's spread out throughout the whole room. I'm feeling feisty, too.
Ain't been no vacation here in Tampa.
Yeah, there you go. Look at the head of that crawfish.
I like to be coached. Because I like to do it the right way.
Hey.
So tell us more about what you do, Manolo, the photography. You can talk about the blog, but I know you do a lot of things in yourself and working on your projects, photography, spoken word. You're a great rap artist, so...
I don't think I've ever talked in depth about photography, but that's where it started, I guess, with our relationship, so we talked there. But, no, technically, I guess it started with the poetry. But photography really hasn't been talked about too much. I actually got that camera, my first camera, which was a Canon T5i. I'm going to just throw the equipment out there, because I know there's some heads out there that, that are picking up cameras. I know there's a Canon shooter right here, Serge. What you shooting with?
6.
6 T6?
Yep.
Awesome. All right.
Actually, no, I got the 7. That's right. G got the 6.
G got the 6. Okay. G. Okay. Gino coming through?
Not tonight. No, he can't make it.
No, shout out Gino Lexus.
Shout out Gino.
That's my man's.
That's my man. No.
Dog.
How you feel?
Yes, I had a T5i, and that's older than those models, whack. But it's shot in 1080. I found it at a pawn shop, so I wanted to get videos. That's what I started with. But that shit was a lot of work, and I realized I was out of water. But also, I developed a quick passion for photography, because I realized that there's so much that you can do in a split second that you really can't do with video that easily anyway, and create also that same kind of long-lasting drama. With a video, you're constantly being stimulated. So we're looking at a moving picture, everything that's happening, every single second, every single sound that's impacting us. And so we're going through the motion, which is great. But with one single still photo, you can capture a moment, and then you allow the person to spend that moment looking at that photo as long as they want to now, rather than forcing them to move on to the next
What do you
feeling.
think about the saying that a picture is worth 1,000 words?
As a poet, I guess it's true. You know, I
You're
mean,
a poet and a photographer.
But they'll actually. Okay, so let's take it back real quick. My dog Pedro El Poeta out St. Pete.
Vote for Pedro.
He was part of this event back called Say Word, I think it was. It was St. Pete, a place called Studio at 620. And one of the events as part of this little mini poetry festival was photographers or artists putting their images up on the wall, and they had spoken word artists like go off the top about these images and things. And it was really dynamic. They always said that was one of the best things that happened there. And it's worth 1,000 words because you can sit there and describe it, but from there you branch off to so many other things because the things that come out of that initial talk, then you can now expand upon those things, and you have this never ending. So 1,000 words, you know, that's a small estimate, really. You know, we really talking for real.
Rap versus spoken word.
Rap is spoken word. It's just to a particular cadence, and there's some people out there that do their poems to a cadence or to a beat or in a particular measure. So, and like for instance, when I do double take one of my tracks, I oftentimes do it a cappella or at spoken word venues, because though it has a beat to it, I don't always necessarily do it on beat, but it was written that way. And it will work in both ways because it is spoken word. At the end of the day, I like the unrestrictiveness of spoken word, of poetry. Once again, it's like going back to the photography. You can say a line, say a moment, and give the crowd a chance to react. You know, sometimes when you hear dope MCs, some of the best lines come after the best lines, and you know what I'm saying, and you might have only heard ooh, you know, because everybody around you was talking shit. But you just missed, you know, the follow-up that made that, you know, it's like callbacks in comedy or something like that, you know, when people just take one topic and they go off of it again and again, and that's first or second line might have sounded dope, but he kept it going and you missed it already. So, but it happens in spoken word too, because, you know, now it's like slams, you got 3 minutes, you got to do all of this shit in 3 minutes, and I never was a slammer. I respect the art a lot, but, you know, they're not going to stop for you to be ooh, ah, and they only got 3 minutes to really get up there and rock.
You got to get it in.
It's moving, you know, and it's a contest. And then seasoned people that are part of the community, they know that, you know, so that's why they snap, because your loud ass clapping and hooting and stuff like that is great. You know, it's good. It's great energy for the poet. They love it no matter what. I love it. That's why I forgot who said that one time, and that was a poet or an MC. They was doing a cappella, and everybody was like, shouting back or something like that. And he was like, "No, y'all got to give me a moment to get through this." You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, really? Like every other artist out here would love any kind of, feedback. You know, that genuine feedback that's happening during your joint, not just the little golf claps at the end,
like the real,
not the golf claps at the end, the genuine reactions in the time of, and that's what's dope. So. Spoken word is good for that when you don't have time.
So being a multi-talented artist, if money had no value and you were truly free from responsibility, what would you do and how would you live?
Oh shit, man! I'd probably be in my yard laying in the grass, like taking photos of bugs. I really love photography that much because it's a cool thing that I could just do it by myself. I'm a little bit social. I like y'all a little bit, but not that much. You know what I'm saying? I like for real. I love photography for that reason, that I could be around y'all, surrounded by people.
But didn't you start doing like with flowers and stuff? From what I remember,
macro.
Right?
I didn't start there, but that's kind of one of the things that really did make me.
That's what made me start like, he's dope with it.
Yeah, I was like. Especially when I moved back from VA, because I bought that first camera in VA,
Virginia.
And then I came down here with it back in 2016. And then my mom had this lush garden, and so I came back here, kicked it with her, and before I got my own place, her garden was perfect for that. So I mean, I could just spend there all day getting so many different angles and so many different lighting and at different. I like macro so much, and that's what you're talking about right there. Is the macro photography really getting in close? But as Sergio said, you won't slide through. We got Gino Lexus in the building. Yeah, we deep. We deep. But no, so yeah.
There's two Manny's in the building.
Right.
Manny and Manny.
What the fuck?
Everybody is here right
Ladies
now.
and gentlemen, the infamous Gino Lexus.
Hell yeah.
In and out.
Not complete without a stop from Gino Lexus. That's what's up, man. This is going to be dope. Anyway, so the macro photography just kind of was doing it, and then as the techniques went towards people, it really started helping for me to get paid stuff. It's different, yeah, because people care.
Is moving, and then the other one is
people care how they look.
Well, there's animate versus inanimate too.
Yeah.
So it's the photography shift.
It shifts because, of course, you can't have a person waiting forever while you decide you want to get the lighting right. So for me, as a perfectionist, I have to be proficient in what I'm doing. I have to be also aware of who my subject is and what I want the final thing to look like, even before we get started. Sometimes, just to make sure that I'm prepared, because it's tough dealing with some people. It is.
What kind of stuff do you speak on in your raps and spoken word?
Oh man, y'all heard a little bit. What would y'all say is more? What would you say is most prominent that you hear, Tone? I just want to know first from somebody else, just real quick.
You're more like I mean, you speak on stuff that's happening in the world, but you're more just like life. Like, we're just gonna kick it. We're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna say how I feel.
Macro.
I'm gonna say how I want to feel and do it like that.
True. Like in the moment, I try to be, as I'm rapping, trying to react to my raps at the same time. That's why I like that. But as far as like the content, man, it ranges from everything. I used to be known as a erotic poet a lot because I still have a ton of erotic poetry. And then for the hip hop, it ranges all over the place. I try to be the MCs by still keeping stories someplace in the mix. But also just having fun, talking shit. Sometimes it's erotic too.
Can we get personal?
Yeah.
Can we get a little personal?
Hey.
So.
She feeling feisty.
Double Jeopardy.
I know a couple
hit the Double Jeopardy button. You take a drink.
So you just talked about how you like to write erotica a lot. Did that change at all when you got married? I know that was more recent in the last year.
Well, see, the writing actually hasn't been. We are getting close to our anniversary, our wedding anniversary in August.
Yeah.
But it's our first one. It didn't change because I haven't been really writing spoken word in years. It's been more so hip hop. Yeah. Well, no. It's before that. So that's why I say it hasn't changed because honestly. Even the year before I came back down here, which was 2015, it's been really hip hop heavy recently. Excuse me. So poetry hasn't changed too much, and that was mainly one of the things that I would do with erotica. The hip hop, I might throw a couple of nasty ass lines in there or something like that, but it's not as heavy. I don't think it's changed. I was even finishing up Lolo after I met my wife, and we were even serious back then. I think that the marriage was more so paper than anything. When we got together, it wasn't about. We want to talk about this thing on loyalty too, but no, because I
love the relationship. I'm like, we can talk about this shit.
Yeah,
She
so
real cool, man.
Yeah, this thing about loyalty, it's a buzzword right now. People always talk, man, I need a man that's loyal to me or something like that, or you know what I mean. This dudes is like, man, dudes ain't loyal, women ain't loyal, yada yada yada, and it gets thrown around like anybody should be loyal to you, like. Nobody needs to be loyal to you. I am not loyal to my wife, and she knows this. Let me break it down, though.
Do that.
Yeah, you might want to hurry up.
See,
don't even
a break.
explain it, dog. Just say it and walk off.
I told y'all we were going to get personal.
No. See, spoken word. Spoken word. You give him the pause. Let him react.
Pause.
I am not loyal to my wife, and she knows it. Listen, when we got together, we decided what we wanted. My child is not a mistake. We had Meta on purpose. We are loyal to our partnership. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you and anybody in a relationship, in an agreement, I guess, if you want to call it that, but it's a lot other things. At some point when you're talking about a relationship, you stop talking about if it's going to happen, if it's going to work, and how it's going to work. Because it's no longer an if question anymore. You've made that commitment. You know what I'm saying? We are that partner. You know what I'm saying? We have a partnership. We are committed to that. We're committed to this thing that we are creating on all the aspects that it goes around. Financial. Right. She handles the bill. I make the money, but she handles the bills. I get very little in my bank account, and I'm good. We good.
Can you have loyalty without commitment and vice versa?
Well, see, the thing is, you talk about loyalty. You're talking about fidelity, right? Like
I'm just talking in general.
Loyalty. Okay, so you said loyalty without commitment.
Can you have loyalty without commitment and vice versa?
You can and you can't, because there within loyalty, within a particular thing, like I was talking about before about branching stuff off. Right. There are different things that we can all commit to. So, like, let's say, for instance, there might be something that I want to do that she doesn't exactly necessarily completely agree with, but because of the rest of our partnership and our loyalty to one another, that she's just going to have to get over it. There's going to be things I'm going to have to just get over and let her take the front on or whatever, because that's where our partnership is. That's where that's where we decided we want this person to have what it is that they want or do what it is that they want to do, because at the end of the day, it's but it's overall it is a compromise. But that's what I'm trying to say is that we have that loyalty, but we're not necessarily committed to every single thing that we're doing.
Polygamy?
Within that. Polygamy, I would say that we're open. Me and her are open in what is that called? Theory, or we are open in theory, but not in practice. If one of us really decided that we wanted to do something like that, at the end of the day, we already have a child together. We're married. You're not going to stop another person from doing what they want to do, whatever it is they want to do. So if you need to be this person, if you need to be that person, then be that person, because I can't stop you. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what happens. Did you have the experience that you wanted? Do we need to change our partnership? Do we need to change our commitments? Gotcha. And then after that, we'll deal with that. But there's talk the whole way through it, though. You know what I mean? You don't just get from here to there like, oh, well, what happened? No. Right. There's eyes wide open all the way through that kind of stuff, and it never happened actually in practice. But we are open.
In taking that to your art and your modeling and photography and writing, so you take pictures of people that are nude or mostly nude, and how would that affect your relationship?
It doesn't. I mean, it's something that I think that me and her both enjoy. I obviously enjoy it, but there's no person that's really genuine and true to themselves is going to say that they're completely secure with their partner being around another person nude. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we all tighten up a little bit, butt cheeks swinching and like, nah, hold on a second.
Nah, B.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's my wife. My wife breastfed my son for a year and a half. Okay. Everybody has seen her titties. Everybody has seen my wife's titties. Because she did that, she was committed. She was committed to breastfeeding him for as long as she could and what she wanted to, and it ended up being about a year and a half now. Everybody's seen her titties. I'm not gonna, it's just breastfeeding. First of all, so I don't want to sexualize it in that way, but people do, and people get insecure about it. And that's why I say it's an example for me. That's as genuine as possible. She's never gone anywhere and showed anybody titties on purpose. I would think that she probably like to maybe do like body painting or something like that. And if she wanted to take off her shirt and get body painted in a middle of a crowd, then that's what she's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm actually, first of all, I'm supportive of it because it's art and it's dope. And I think anytime we express ourselves in a way that we genuinely want to is dope. But it's a body. It's naked people, man. What are you gonna do? We did a old spoken word event at the nudist colony in Fuego, and that was at Fuego Caliente. What is it?
Oh yeah.
We did a poetry event back there. That was a little wild. Shout out to Xanthia.
Were you clothed or they had?
I was clothed too. I had my swimming trunks. They had a pool out there or whatever. Okay. I had my swimming trunks on.
The people in the crowd, they was just butt
yeah.
ass.
You know what I'm saying? Lots of gray hairs. You know what I'm saying? Huge gray as fuck.
Hey, don't be talking about no gray hairs.
I'm going to transfer a little bit. So some of these views may not be the typical or the expected. And how does that reflect in your art, your music, your writing, any spoken word?
I think it's probably more common than people talk about. I think that a lot of us feel that way, but we stick with what works. So, and once again, like I said, it's in practice. This is what it is. We have a traditional relationship. I am not, with any other. Like I said, take photos of naked women. That's about as far as it's going to go.
And he can tell you how to hit the G-spot.
And I can also.
Hey. Whoa!
Hey, can I get on this?
We have conversations.
That's what she said.
I mean, people need to know these things. This is information. You said in the beginning of the show that we're going to drop some knowledge.
I said knowledge would be
for SB, today. But for the rest of us, we got
This is Waves in the Bay, episode 17.
And I have a lot of these conversations a lot because we're both artists and we're always looking at all these other people that we're working with and that we're talking to, and we're looking at how they act and how they say and what doesn't match up and what does. And so we talk about all that, and sexuality is a natural aspect of life, especially in the music industry and especially in art. So
Young
we talk
adults.
about stuff like this. And so I wanted to bring out some of those conversations because, like you said, people talk about him, but they talk about it on the low. And he's one of the people that I have found that's willing to be out there with it and actually talk about it. And I think it's quite interesting. I was actually talking to my partner the other day about his recommendation. And I don't know if he's willing to share it.
I mean,
or if he's allowed to.
If he's allowed to.
Oh.
Now we all. Now the wheels is turning.
Do me a favor. Step here. Use this mic right here.
Yeah.
Because the battery died on that one.
No. Damn.
Was exactly what I was trying to prevent. Thank you. No, that one right there.
Oh, like, you want me to use your mic?
In the Me Too era, I don't want no smoke.
Feisty, I say. Waves of the Bay, episode 17. We're talking with Neckley Under Construction and old Manolo.
And y'all always be wondering, y'all always want to talk about naked shit because I'm nakedly under construction, and that really has to do with more people being vulnerable and always be working towards being better.
Right.
But since y'all want
It's
to
gotta
always
catch
talk
people's
about it, now
attention.
I got someone for you to talk to about.
Talk your shit.
Tell
your
him.
shit.
Now probably a good time to drop Lolo.
Well, we do want to play some music from you. I know you sent Spaceship a couple tracks, so give us a song we can play right now. I do want you to rock one of these live, but not right now.
Oh no, actually, hold on, not Lolo. I think I just sent him the show version because you just wanted to hear that as your background or whatever. But no, I didn't send that one. My bad. As far as giving them what now?
What song of yours can we play? I know you sent him a few songs.
So we could play Roosters right quick. You know what I'm saying? I just got the remix back from Mad Smoove. Shout out to Mad Smoove. You know what I mean? Like, I really wanted to put it together in a different kind of way. So it sounded real nice right now. And it's probably going to be the next video that I do. So shout out to Mad Smoove and shout out to my homie Philly Blunt on the guitar. It's mostly production by me. You know what I'm saying? Mixed by Mad Smoove.
Are y'all about to play that right now?
Mm-hmm.
Give him a chance sometime because he's going to be on a couple shows to talk about that.
Okay. We'll come back and talk about this song in just a moment. What's the name of it again?
Roosters.
Roosters.
The bigger they are, yep, the harder they fall, the harder they come back. 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 Had a question? I might have an answer. You might not like it if I don't unhand it. You might say Wakanda, might say Tampa. Maybe the calendar, maybe the camera. You might take a glance or you might take a gander. Both can't have it, might understand it. Might have juice, I have ocean and sand. And I might see a nice long wide strip to land in. I'm saying, your roosters, I come in the call. And get something, nothing at all. 10 paces, ready to draw. The bigger they are, yep, the harder they fall, the harder they come back. Come back, 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 come back. You might have made something out of nothing. Or it's really just a try to entrust it. You might say discussions, I say interruptions. You might find your time better spent getting lunch. I think you might see the point by now. I heard you might have been there when it all went down. You might explain and you might get loud. That's all fine and well, just don't come around. I'm saying, your roosters are coming to call. And you're something, nothing at all. 10 paces, ready to draw. The bigger they are, yep, the harder they fall, the harder they come back. Come back, come back. Come back, 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 come back. You might like the unabridged version, but I might want to keep this brief. You might have had a like to heard it, but there ain't no action between scenes. No. Roosters, call. There's something, nothing at all. 10 paces, ready to draw. The bigger they are, yep, the harder they fall, the harder they come back. Come back, 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 come back.
2017. We're sitting up here, man, just chopping it up. We got Neckley under construction. Speaking of old Manolo, what we just heard was Roosters. And go ahead and break down that song for us if you could, please.
So,
I'm thinking Outkast as soon as I hear Roosters. So how the hell did you come up with that? How did you come up with this track?
I think that the hook is kind of old, actually. It happened at a freestyle at a spot out here called Viva La Fritas. It used to be like somewhere in Seminole Heights, and they used to just do like the band open jam kind of joints, and we just went out there, started freestyling one day, and it was raining, and it was playing a bunch of different joints, and the bigger they are, the harder they fall, the harder they come back. Just came as part of it. Anyway, it's just kind of been sitting in the back of my mind or whatever, and something else brought it up. And it just happened to be around the time where I got back to Zephyr Hills, kicking it with my man Hitman. Shout out to Hitman, BHP.
My man's in them.
And my boy Philly Blunt, who was nasty on the guitar, and he came up with that riff. And so I got his loop. Yeah, man, he nasty on the guitar, bro. And we got his loop machine. You know that loop machine that the dude on the video Mark Riblet.
Bro, he's a beast.
He's a beast, yo. We ain't that good. You know, it takes all five of us probably to do anything good on it. But you know, I fed a couple of his guitar licks into that joint, and I ended up taking it home and made that whole beat out of it. You know, he just added some extra stuff later on, and it's just a fun track. I think that sometimes I get a little caught up with the spoken word and want to be all divine specific, and sometimes you just gotta have fun, yo. I like that shit. So, and then of course, fucking Ebor. I always find myself in Ebor. So your roosters are coming to call, and you're something, nothing at all. 10 paces, ready to draw. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, the harder they come back. And, sometimes we fall, but you gotta come back. You gotta come back hard. And also, the same token, if you're the one that's knocking the big one down, then
they coming back for you.
You know what I'm saying? If it ain't the 10 count, then you know what I mean. They're gonna get right back up.
Comes around, goes around.
It ain't over. Yeah, and then exactly that too. What goes around comes around. So sometimes your sneak hits are nice. But you got to deal with the consequences the next day. Anybody can knock anybody down. My little nephew could probably knock me out with one good hit, but
now you got to be on site.
Right now you got to come see me. So it's like we all vulnerable. Anybody can get touched, as they used to say back in the '90s. Old '90s.
Straight up.
So where can people see some of your events and stuff like that coming up, or where can they see you perform live?
Yeah, right now on IG, I think one of my last posts is a couple of shows. So shout out to Unity Jam fam in here. They about to, let y'all know what's going on with that. So I'm not going to get too deep into it. I'm going to be at Unity Jam, and then we're going to be at Ignite the Night. So you're going to catch actually the hip hop and the spoken word this month. It's special. My birthday is tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
So,
yeah, Cancer. Woo! My birthday's next
season.
Tuesday.
All right now.
Cancer's in here heavy. Shout out SB.
That just means y'all petty as fuck. 50
we actually one of the quietest ones about our birthdays.
No. 50 Cent petty as fuck. He's a Cancer.
And Joe Budden.
Let's get to
Fuck
it.
out of here with Joe Budden.
Those
It's
two
got
right
a lot
there,
of
that's
emotions
it.
about
I'm
anything
just
going
saying.
on.
We don't speak
I'm a
about
double
him.
Cancer. My Venus is in Cancer. We can get into the whole natal chart, but we ain't gonna do that. A lot of people out
I feel
here.
a little Leo, so
Yeah, it is that way. You on the cusp.
I actually wanted to, personally, because whoever's listening to this, we got to talk with you a little bit, but they don't understand, they don't fully comprehend what you mean to what me and DJ Spaceship are doing.
Right.
And we talked about what we did in Junction City, and we had a good time doing it. But man,
Coulda
if we
used
could have
you out
had
there.
you there,
Bruh.
y'all would have been able to see just how fire this event was, and it makes a huge difference having Manolo
Not
as
just
that
the
dude.
event.
Fire
I probably
event
would have turned to
photographer.
a whole model if you would have came.
Oh man, there's all kinds of scenery and everything,
bruh.
Straight up.
We did the best we
That's
could.
it. I know, man. I love it, yo. I love getting into a new city, different backdrops.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of more landscape, I guess, out there. So you get a
We
little
probably
bit
would have
more.
never left Kansas City.
He's been the personal photographer for our events for many months now, almost a year now. He's going to be like the official opener of all our events. It's been a few months in a row now. Like we said, July 21st, we have our spoken word event. We're going to call it Ignite the Right, whatever the fuck, That's the tentacle name or whatever. Tentative. This nigga falling out and shit.
He okay? He almost Kevin Durant himself.
You get that spaceship?
Yeah.
I'm a nurse, but I'm
Nah, he missed it.
I'm a nurse, but I'm on
Man, damn.
Did you get that?
Man, damn. He
Yeah, I
got
get that.
part
I
of it.
think
He
Ladies
got
and
part of
gentlemen,
it.
Paul George has just left the building. That's the
Nah,
Indiana
man, like-
Paul George right there.
But for real though, like since we come into contact with old Manolo and Neckley under construction, like what we've been doing is seem to like be progressing and evolving at the same time.
That's how you
so
know that it's about who you know.
It really
Lyda
is.
Reyes on the bill.
It really is. So
She performing. So we're gonna
what
find
you want
out.
to talk about?
I got something for you.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, yeah. Thank you guys
All right,
for
man.
what y'all
Thank you
do
for having
us,
me
for
out. I
real.
appreciate you. You can follow me on Manolo at OL_Manolo MANOLO OOL_MANOLO old Manolo, or with no underscore old Manolo art to catch just the photography. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Our pictures, they're all over my webpage. If you guys check out the page under the movement, I have a tab for supporters, and you'll see the link to Old Manolo art right there. It'll take you right there, man. But his pictures are phenomenal.
And several of
Phenomenal.
the pictures on Nakedly Under Construction and Writer Reyes are also mostly his pictures that
Right.
you can see an example of.
He's the profile picture of the Bay.
For real though.
Hey, homage.
I look down my list. I see a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? I
How
see a
does
lot
that
of
make you
them.
feel though, for real?
Oh, it feels good. It feels good. I mean, some people get a little caught
I like
up that
that
they don't get the
profile
tags
picture
and
of
all
the
of that.
day.
But there's always another photo. So yeah, I'm gonna be out here. I'm
Well,
out
I'm
and
gonna need
about,
more
and
than-
I'm only getting more consistent. So I'm trying to
gonna
keep
need
it that
more
way.
than one photo per event, motherfucker. I ain't that ugly.
You're right. You're right.
It's dark.
But
Can't
the
see your
pictures
ass.
of you be fire. I'm not gonna lie.
No. He
I feel
wants
like I wish
he
you would
wants
take
more
pictures
than
of
one
me
solo.
and
Nah, he wants more than one
Somehow,
solo photo because he be
stride
on
in
the
the
photo.
motherfucking 5-star. Somehow some
First
baby
of all,
oil
the
show
last
up right on
event-
this motherfucking.
Now the last event, Tone was
They
like,
got this
you
nigga
can
looking all
hold back.
tall and shit. Like they got the platform. I don't
DJ
understand it,
Spaceship
bro.
looking
I don't
fire.
understand it, bro.
Bending down, taking pictures.
Huh? Like when he's in there editing, he got the
If I
the
stand
beard
next to
looking all
him, can you
jet
take a
black.
picture of me like
You know
that?
what I'm saying?
Everything like a banner ad, and then he also got this. You know what I'm saying? So
He's doing his thing, man.
That sounds like y'all are jealous because I got a beard.
now we jealous because you got your face splashed on your all your equipment.
10 more years. 10 more years, you got it.
Thank you, old Manolo.
And Neckley under construction. Give them your social media info too.
Y'all can follow me at Nakedly Under Construction. It's been a really rough month, y'all.
Don't mess with her. Don't mess with her.
I'm not on the move. Anyway, so you can follow me at Nakedly Under Construction. Naked Lee Under Construction.
Look at the hand.
You guys can do it. I know you can spell it, but if you can't find it, you can follow me at Writer Reyes. Writer WRITER Reyes REYES. It means kings in Spanish, which means the writer king. And you can follow my Nakedly Under Construction through there if you can't spell.
Straight up. 'Cause niggas can't spell.
Hey, you did a good job speaking into the mic today. Round of
And I did a
applause.
good job on the show today. I guess I gotta be feisty every week.
Every week. Are you coming here next week too?
We'll see.
What about you?
Next week's my birthday, so I kind of have some plans, so we gotta see.
I'm not right around the corner. I just realized. So
True.
Hey, can I step in if they don't show?
I don't think so. Only because we're
Said,
what we're
"Nah,
doing
I'm
is having
cool."
the spoken word artist for that's gonna be rocking July 21st with us come through.
Yep.
Hey, can I
But
go?
Nah.
yeah, next week we got poetry coming
We got
through.
some shit going on.
We're not gonna have enough mics.
To be completely honest, we ain't invite you here tonight.
We don't know
You
how you
just
got
show
here.
the fuck up.
But I still think we should
how
give him a
did you
mic
get
because he
here?
sound like the
The
peanut
SP's
gallery.
there for sneaky bastard.
I was about to say, well, you know I'm a sneaky bastard.
So blessed.
Right, at the farm.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
It's Ways of the Bay, episode 17. We just got done talking with Neckley under construction, Old Manolo. We got the Unity Jam 2019 people going to be coming through here. They're already here. We're going to talk to them pretty much in depth in just a moment. But what we're going to do is just get into the Tampa Bay Watch. Once again, what we do, we play 5 tracks from independent artists based out of Tampa Bay. This week we're going to stay in the Junction City, Kansas theme since we're on the cool down from our trip. I want to show some more love to the people that was rocking with us out there. So, and thank y'all to all the artists that showed up, man. Destrick, we're going to see you in a few weeks. Block, we might be seeing you as well. Let me shout out everybody. My brother's keeper will be playing some of y'all tonight. Weeze,
J Miz.
J Miz. Tone Butter. Tone Butter's
Butter.
that dude, man. Like, we got a chance to chop it up, like, for real, and that's a cool dude right there, man.
I was done.
You was done for the count, but
my feet hurt.
yeah, I know it, but it's all good. You made it though.
Man, that's the biggest thing.
But nah, we had a good time though. Hash, we're gonna be hearing from you in just a moment too. So if you guys are artists and you want to submit your music, wavesofthebay@gmail.com. If you have it clean, send it over. Just mark it as clean. If it's dirty, it's cool too. We can play that. But in addition to what you're hearing right now on the podcast, we do have the FM show on 88.5 FM. We call it the Saturday Night Shutdown. Me and Spaceship handled the first 2 Saturdays on that. So if y'all have music, send it over. It needs to be clean for that. And just quit bullshitting, man. We trying to help y'all out, so quit bullshitting. Straight up.
Help you.
Yeah, straight up. So
Help me, help you.
what we starting with? We starting with the homie?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get this kicked off, man. Shout out to my hometown, Junction City, Kansas. We're going to start with the hometown legend. He goes by the name Hash. This one's called Talk Shit.
Turn me up. Yo, T, this been a long time coming, bro. New friends, that's a no-no. Middle finger to the po-po. I ain't tryna kick it like a dojo. Fucking bad bitches out in Soho. Major moves I make solo. Favorite color, that's rojo, cause I'm bloody. Hell yeah, nigga, I'm bloody. Gucci down, these hoes love me. Pockets full of blue money. Tryna take something to mine. Situation turn ugly. I've been in it, on it. Diarrhea shit on my opponents. If you really want that smoke, keep that 40 fully loaded. I be stunting on these niggas in that Benzie doing donuts. I be getting to the back like I'm the only one who want it. Got my neck on freeze and my wrist a new freezer. If you bad but you broke, I ain't fucking with you neither. Stepping on my Gucci sneakers, get you slid. We popping bottles, VIP, we do it big. Bitter with this dick and now she tell me I'm the shit. Yeah, I be fucking all them bitches on your list, nigga, quit. They say all a nigga do is talk shit, but I been getting money, no for hustling off the rip. If a nigga want some product, we gon' bust it off a break. If these bitches wanna fuck, then I'm fucking on your bitch. They say all a nigga do is talk shit, but I been getting money, no for hustling off the rip. If a nigga want some product, we gon' bust it off a break. If these bitches wanna fuck, then I'm fucking on your bitch.
Black Ranger, Mastodon, get money like a mastermind. All black, Calvin Klein, pay you broke niggas don't never mind. Weak breed, got a weak spine. 1 car, 3 feed time. Overspeed, need speed signs. Hungry when it's feed time. Bust the move, but don't move slow. Trapped out, but I'm cool, yo. Educated and motivated, don't make me act a fool, though. Hustle mind, stay on the go. Trapping off that prime code. In the hood where you find me. Out of park, out of line, ho. Smoking on that good hash. Living off that good cash. She got a good talk game. Shorty got some good ass. Slow it down, don't drive fast. Ride the ride, get whiplash. Hell yeah, that's what she said. Then she scraped it up like road rash. Bummy, but I'm fresh, nigga. Ghetto, but I'm blessed, nigga. Never been a yes, nigga. Don't make me make a mess, nigga. Grind mode, pay less, nigga. Save a soul, pray less, nigga. Let the bullshit head west, nigga. Just say it with your chest, nigga.
They say all a nigga do is talk shit, but I been getting money, no for hustling off the rip. If a nigga want some product, we gon' bust it off a break. If these bitches wanna fuck, then I'm fucking on your bitch. They say all a nigga do is talk shit, but I been getting money, no for hustling off the rip. If a nigga want some product, we gon' bust it off a break. If these bitches wanna fuck, then I'm fucking on your bitch.
Waves of the Bay, episode 17. We're holding it down in sunny Tampa, Florida. We're showing love to my hometown, Junction City, Kansas. We just got back yesterday. We spent almost a week up there. Had a good time. Had a crazy event on the 5th of July, which we did numbers with that shit. Brought the whole city out. Sold out of liquor. It's pretty good,
crazy,
man. Sold out of non-alcoholic drinks.
Everything. Chasing.
Everything.
Agua.
Ice. Nobody had no ice.
No wine. The wine, they had wine too. That was gone.
There almost wasn't any air left in that motherfucking bar.
The air, it was like Chris Brown. Tell me how you breathe with no air.
Shit, man. But we had a good time out there. Shout out to my people out there. I miss y'all. I love y'all. I'm glad we was able to do something for y'all. I'm glad y'all had a good time. Spaceship had a good time rocking with y'all as well. He loves Junction City. I took him around, showed him some spots. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of my second homes, man.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
glad
see
you feel that
myself
way.
out there.
And like I said, when we go there next time, Poussin's is going to be open. Peking is going to be open. We missed out on some of my hot spots because they wasn't open. It hurt me.
And I actually
But
got a
know next
chance
time it's gonna
to.
be
I got a
good.
chance to get it in the gym with Dave. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I got to get a good look at that. You know what? We didn't conquer the hill. We're gonna conquer the hill next time.
We're going to get. I'm gonna have to conquer that fear in mine.
I conquered mine, so now it's time for you to conquer yours.
I think they clowning. It's all good though.
I
Waves of the
mean-
Bay, episode 17. We're in the middle of the Tampa Bay watch. We're about to kick it off next with the homie J Miz. J Miz turned the whole show up, yo.
Miz took it.
J
to the next
Miz
level.
turned the whole show up. So this track right here is called Insecure. J Miz right here, Waves of the Bay.
I don't know how I feel about myself right now. Sacrifice my life just to make you people smile. Hold on. I don't know how I feel about myself right now. Hey, 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 hey. I don't know how I feel about myself right now. Sacrifice my life just to make you people smile.
Ain't shaving weeks, I'm a fucking mess. Daddy sleeping at night and dozing at my desk. I ain't even gon' flex, a nigga hella stress. Second guessing what verse is gon' fit the best. Talking to myself, giving a spirit lecture. Saying I ain't feel pressure, since applied pressure. And I ain't never been suicidal in my life. But realize why these artists end up on a stretcher. Imagine having ideas that you share with your people. And they just break it down like furniture at Ikea. The result is you teeter between a peon and leader. And them words cut deep and you get spiritual lesions. The beat your band-aid, the rap seem to relieve it. Then you finally heal, now you feel undefeated. Then you break on through, and they finally see it. So if they ever hate again, tell them, give you a reason, man.
I don't know how I feel about myself right now. Sacrifice my life just to make you people smile. Hold on. I don't know how I feel about myself right now. I don't know how I feel about myself right now. Sacrifice my life just to make you people smile.
Game time, can't let a nigga get to the baseline. I've been feeling like I'm in my prime. Got a couple hoes on my line. New chain, but it's still hard times. New chain, but I'm still on my grind. Black dot, I'm in my bag now. Told that pussy nigga back down. For my niggas after I act out. Been feeling you lately. Could never let the money change me. Niggas running and I'm pacing. Bounce back and it's amazing. And pull up on them with the Jakey. Can never let a nigga take me. The politics will never faze me. 19 with no baby.
I don't know how I feel about myself right now. Sacrifice my life just to make you people smile. I don't know how I feel about myself right now. I don't know how I feel about myself right now. Sacrifice my life just to make you people smile.
Waves of the Bay, episode 17. We are moving right through the Tampa Bay watch, Junction City edition. Got to show some love to my Kansans, man. Like I said, while I was back home, I got to do some things with some people I haven't seen in a while that made me feel like, you know, really blessed, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went to one of my people's, Monica. She's out there. She has a vegan truck, you know what I'm saying? And she just opened up. So she was like, that shit was fire, man. But when he brought out her sister, pretty much Erica, and she doesn't eat meat anymore. So I'm out here thinking barbecue, you know, I'm thinking all kinds of gumbo, all kinds of shit I'm trying to eat, but that she can't eat. So I'm like, damn, what the fuck we gonna feed her? Monica, boom. Monica hooked up this meal, man. I went over, I was thinking I was just gonna go grab this meal, which was called cactus tortillas is what she made. Cactus tortillas. She sent me a picture of it. I'll show you a picture of it. She sent me a picture. I was like, ooh. I was like, all right, that looks pretty good. I thought it was just going to be a little quick drop in, drop out, whatever. Nah. Me and David roll up in there. Spaceship knocked the fuck out by this time, man. Like, me and my best friend Lasser rolled through there. She's like, come on in the truck. I'm going to show y'all how we do this. And then we're in the middle of, we're beginning her making the whole everything. And she's like, just hit record. Record this shit live. So I have the whole experience on my Facebook. I'm going to go ahead and put that on YouTube. That way, I pretty much interviewed her. I don't know if you got to see the video or not.
Aftermath, but I didn't see the.
It's like a 30-minute video. Yeah. Like we pretty much went through like the Martha Stewart and Snoop shit. Is pretty much what we did. So
she gave you a step-by-step on.
Step by step, she broke it down. She broke down the different type of oil she uses and things like that. I'm no vegan by any means, you know what I'm saying. But I'll give some food a try, especially when it's made with love. You know what I'm saying. And that shit was fire. It shit tasted like ceviche. That's what it tastes like. Cactus tastes good than a motherfucking.
So it was actual cactus.
Actual cactus.
Oh, shit. See, I
ain't
never had that shit.
Yeah, go watch the live video. She breaks it all down in there. But I just want to say thank you, man. Like anybody out there, Monica's vegan. Monica's a vegetarian is what it is, man. She just got a food truck. She got a food truck 4 days before. We're the first customer she had in there. I'm her first paying customer, dog. Like, shit like that means a lot to me, you know what I'm saying? Because I came up in Westwood with her, you know what I'm saying? Like, we go way back, like 20-plus years. So it's just good to be able to help out like that. Me and Laster had to carry something to the truck for her, which she had nobody to help her do that, and we just happened to be there to help with that, too. So we was talking to Tone Butter. He said sometimes your blessing is for other people. Same with Theo Lodge said that, too. Man, we was there to bless her. She was there to bless us at the same time. So shout out, man. Much love. Much love to the town and everybody doing good out there too, man. For real, it's good to see. So I had to get off track on that one, but you know, it's all the same. It's all relative. So let's get back into the Tampa Bay watch. Like I said, man, the artist that was not able to perform hurt my soul. DJ Spaceship was able to see the aftermath of it. We had a crazy good show, but I was pissed the fuck off because as a promoter, that's one of the things you hate to see is run out of time, not able to put an artist on, especially when they travel to get there, especially when people came to see them, and especially when I want to see him rock as well. So shout out to Blockito Balboa. We will have you down in Tampa. We're going to interview you on Waves of the Bay and also the Saturday Night Shutdown, and we have a place for you on Ignite the Night as well, and a photo shoot with old Manolo art. I'm saying
that's a nice return.
It is, man, but still, like this is my dude I came up with, so I had to make this shit right. This shit's still eating at me, so just the fact we're able to do something means a lot to me. But this track right here is called Blow Blockito Balboa.
Blow money, blow treasure, blow hundreds on me. Shoot vodka, get faded. Pop pills, get wasted. Oh yeah. Blow money, blow treasure, blow hundreds on me. Shoot, make you get faded. Pop pills, get wasted. Oh yeah, blow. She blow. Oh yeah, she blow. She blow. Oh yeah, blow. She blow.
She say the way I make her feel, it should be a quote. Got her feeling so away, she thought she was on this boat. My offspring and that champagne down her throat. Fuck them C notes, my air strokes, my death strokes. She want a nigga with some real money, expensive bags, heels, crazy trips, cost like this. Still got her with the bills money. Going so she don't steal money, sucking so she don't feel money. Bring her down, dark cloud when I'm around, it just feels sad. Blah.
Blow money, blow treasure, blow hundreds on me. Shoot vodka, get faded. Pop pills, get wasted. Oh yeah, blow money, blow treasure, blow hundreds on me. Shoot, make you get faded. Pop pills, get wasted. Oh yeah.
747 to them Cali hills. I took a pill, then the pilot let me take the wheel. I blew the kill in that cockpit private room. Shit, she blew to kill on the cock dick in that private room. We did a turnaround, now we on Miami Beach. She took a sip of me with the sand in her feet. I pull her hair back and let it blow in the breeze. And then she spit shot my pulse, so squeaky clean. Blow.
Oh, money blow train. Oh, honey's on me. Smoove, I could get faded. Pop pills get wasted. Oh yeah, blow money, blow train. Blow honey's on me. Shit make you get faded. Pop pills get wasted. Strong, give it to me strong. Blow money, blow train. Blow honey's on me. Surely could get faded. Blow dream, get wasted. Oh yeah, blow. Oh yeah, blow. Oh yeah, blow. Oh yeah, blow.
Got him. I can't even argue that one. I straight forgot, bro. Because what had happened was we had changed it to be the album release, so everybody that performed is pretty much associated with the album. So that's the whole thing.
He was like, "Yo, come through and do a record," and I was like, "Oh, alright," but I was already working on a record with Travis. So I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna just do my old records right now. I'm working on Cancer Season." And I hit Tone. I was like, "Yo, what's up?" And Tone was like, "Hey, I'm gonna ask him." I never heard back.
Yeah, straight
but I
straight
was like,
forgot.
I don't even want to go around or above.
Listen, I'll respond back to you.
Straight forgot.
I'm gonna just say that.
My boy, my light skin Tone curved me.
My bad, bro.
I thought Team Light Skin stuck together.
Another thing that had happened was Jay Wiz told me who he wanted to have perform. So that was part of it, but I straight forgot. I won't even lie to that shit, man. My bad, bro.
It's cool.
I straight forgot to get back to you.
You know, it just make me perform even harder now.
Pause. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Pause.
Tampa Bay Watch, man, on the waves of the Bay. This is episode 17. We play 5 tracks every episode of Tampa Bay independent artists. We've done, this is going to be the 3rd show that we show love to my Kansans, Junction City. That was Blockito Balboa with Blow. Coming up next, my brother's Keeper with Blinders. My brother's Keeper, man, they tore the show up on Friday, last Friday as well, man. So shout out Red, shout out Darius. It's called Blinders.
I'm moving just like high range. So you can be down. Still be up in the mind on. Make that shit a reality too. Yeah. I'm losing sight of what you're saying. I'm moving just like high range. Moving quiet, cool in silence till it's all complete. Standing firm for a charge, blinders on full speed. Blinders on full speed. Blinders on full speed. Blinders on full speed. Standing firm for charge. Blinders on full speed. Took some time, but now I got it. Switching the kindness for the fucking Odyssey, man. Talking slick won't do nothing but get your ass slid out. I paid for her love with my heart. Now mind, thinking am I ripped off? Love to say they all love you, but check up, you gotta pay for it. It's all love, then tell me why the money make a drip. I know the money make a drip, yeah. I'm standing in the fog, but my eyes clear. I swear my eyes clear. I glide when I'm moving, have no time for the schooling. I made my decision, you can follow me to it. I sip just to try to come in low. I hit the bud just for gauge in the temporal, yeah. I'm losing sight of what you're saying. I'm moving just like I arranged it. Moving quiet, cold and silence till it's all complete. Still in firm, full charge, blinders on full speed. Blinders on full speed. Blinders on full speed. Blinders on full speed. Standing firm, full charge, blinders on full speed. Stress and heavy, smoking so good you catch frog eyes. Got me looking like hypnotized. Frosty from here to so side of French fries. But I'm here to make a difference. I give a fuck about that shiny shit that do not make me listen to my pain, my story in the rain, in the heat of the fire, giving fire, but someone drum two drums. Nigga fight and run, running long, ammo still going, ain't no running. That mean if I run out before they do, they know what I'm saying. Just sitting close out cause she loving how it feels when she ride me while I'm thinking of another plan to get my family rising. Up, nigga. Don't move the nigga on the shooter, bust a nigga. What it is, the letter to free. Without a plan, there's no prep. Without a prep, there's no execution. I'm losing sight of what you're saying. I'm moving just like I arranged it. Moving quiet, cold and silence till it's all complete. Standing firm, full charge, blinders on full speed. Blinders on full speed. Blinders on full speed. Blinders on full speed. Standing firm, full charge, blinders on full speed.
Waves of the Bay, episode 17. This is the Tampa Bay Watch Junction City, Kansas edition. That was My Brother's Keepers with Blinders, man. My Brother's Keeper with Blinders. They turned it up, man. We just showing love to some of the cast that rocked the show. This last track that we're going to get into is like a special track that we're going to rock. Like the artist didn't get to rock. He was like going to be the special guest at the show if he would have been able to make it. He's actually out in LA finishing up his album right now. My homie Lee, man, he goes by the name Show, aka Mike Tyson. The song's called T1000.
What will I do? I've used my love on you. There's no more for any other.
I found love through some troubling times, writing a rhyme. I'm combined with the gift imprinted in my design. My genetics were injected, a needle right to the spine. All my flaws were corrected or I perfected in time. Part machine, artificial, intelligently designed. With the body of a man and partly computer mind. System of Cyberdyne, pay attention when I rhyme. I've been plotting on my climb since the beginning of time. Got my anchor in the face of the game, holding my line. Cybernetic organism developed right in my prime. Found a certain algorithm embedded within my mind. Over time I developed a formula for a rhyme that can multiply an atom and use it to write a line. Got a humanoid body, but you should all be advised. All it takes is the flip of a switch and I'm alive. Artificial intelligence in your speaker has arrived.
What will I do? I've used my love on you. There's no more for any other.
How I fell in love with rap, I uploaded a program. In every brain cell I attached a mic in both hands. Future technology they haven't even tried yet.
Reverse engineering on rappers, I come from Skynet. And I'ma give you all of the music you can't buy yet. And pitiful and seize the only thing I can digest. Sent from the future, a part of biorobotic, cybernetic organism, a bit ahead of your knowledge. Sent here to damage whoever rapping for profit. And they let the record label develop you as an artist. Every rapper that's available really be sounding garbage. I'm a Terminator T1000, metal the hardest. I was told if he ain't spitting fire, make him a target. But for me to not to explode cybernetic robotics, I was sent here to destroy a less intelligent topic. I was sent here from 2029 just to stop it.
What will I do? I've used my love on you. There's no more for any other.
have to be clean for sure. That's how he ends it right there. Waves of the Bay, episode 17. That was Show, a.k.a. Mike Tyson with T-1000. Yeah, that's really how the song ends. This ain't no bootleg shit.
Spaceship forgot to update his OS.
I know. All the stories start right now. All them niggas ain't paid their AOL bill. They still on dial-up.
The session is in dial-up.
But for real, man, that was a Tampa Bay watch. I want to show love to some of my people back home in Junction City, Kansas, which we just did. And we just came back from there and had a good time out there. We will be back. They're looking at trying to get us back next 4th of July. We thinking about it, talking about it. We got some time to worry about and discuss it. But regardless if we do or we don't, man, everybody out there, we just want to say thank you. We appreciate y'all coming out. Appreciate y'all spreading the word so much that we sold out of liquor. We had the police come out there try to shut us down, and there was still no altercations
Before
out there.
started.
Before it even started, still no altercations. There was a whole nother party out in the parking lot. And, yeah, man, we had a good time out in the junk. So
I wonder if somebody got, a chance to put some dick in some ribs.
I'm pretty sure. We heard about cheese on titties.
We did hear about the cheese on titties, man. I still want to...
Country shit. Country shit.
Nah.
Shit, man.
Really said some dick and ribs and then cheese on titties.
Listen.
Hey.
My God.
It's natural.
It is. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works, but it's natural.
He said, I don't know how it works.
Fuck it. It's natural.
Man, call your peoples in here, man. Let's all talk. Unity Jam. Assemble. This is Waves of the Bay, episode 17. We've already talked with Manolo and Nick under construction. Y'all can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Waves of the Bay. You can submit your music at Waves
Wind,
of the, or submit
water,
your music at Waves of the Bay
heart,
Radio
earth.
at gmail.com.
When
We're
our
about to talk
powers
it up with the
combine,
Unity Jam
I am
2019
Captain
people.
Planet.
We got a whole room full of cats in here. So come on in, file in, have a seat.
The power
Grab a
is
mic.
yours.
Let's see what we can talk about. Gang. Oh, y'all came in here with masks and shit.
I don't know.
Like this is the purge.
It's gonna take you like 50 years to get up, but it's cool.
That's a fact. I'm an old nigga.
He makes sound effects to get up. Damn, that nigga shitted or did he just... Oh, he got up. Some old ass knees. That Obamacare don't cover that shit no more. You put that red hat on, you'll be
Again,
straight.
make sure y'all follow us on Spreaker. Share this with somebody. Let people know what you're listening to. Let people know what you're getting down with the Waves of the Bay. 17 episodes in right now. Next week we're talking with the some of the spoken word artists that's going to be rocking Ignite the Night on July 21st. And then any artists out there that's listening trying to find a stage, August 18th we have open mic night. So last open mic was crazy. I am going to trim that list down because last time went a little bit too long.
That shit was...
It was beneficial, but it went a little bit too long. So we're going to trim that list down, which means that if you're not one of the headliners, which I already have picked, so let me put that out there. So don't be trying to get at me, I want to be a head. Nah, that shit's already done. But if you're trying to get the stage, you got to get there early, sign up. For real. We're cutting down the slots considerably. We had 25 people perform last time, SB.
It was 20-something.
25 people performed last time.
I looked
bro.
at that motherfucking lineup and was like, you got to be out your rabbit ass mind.
Yeah. He was mad in the month. He was mad for weeks before. I was like, bro, chill out.
Nothing to chill about, man.
I know.
Fucking A.
God damn.
That's how it was, though, man. Pull up a seat. We talking with y'all. Unity Jam 2019. In case y'all don't know what's going on, let's shout out Nick Major at the same time, man. Nick Major. We miss you, bro. We miss you. We love you.
What's poppin' tonight?
I hope you're doing good. I know you're doing good, but I hope you're feeling good right now, man. We're about to talk about Unity Jam 2019. We got a whole room full of people in here. Introduce yourselves. Let the people know who you are.
Word up, yo. I'm Choppy Chop.
Choppy Chop.
You know what I'm saying? SCU, Goondocks, Liddy Gang Gang, Generation Changer.
Sharkface.
J Smoove, DOD.
Word up.
Oh shit, I'm just the cameraman. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that's Clay Hewitt in the back. Clay in the back. You got SB. But Urban Blend presents, Sunday, July 14th, Unity Jam 19, hosted by Slickworthy Tendency Renee. Special guest DJ Sandman, 95.7 The Beat.
All right.
Performances by Mike Mash, Jess Henry, Clay Hewitt, Mr. SB, Old Manolo, Hybrid M16, Haifa, J Smoove DOD, Young Savage Squad, Gotti Benz, and Rook the Ruckus. On the ones and twos, we got DJ Terror, we got DJ Shannon C, and we got DJ OP Super.
Team Light Skin.
We at the Crowbar, Ybor City, 1812 North 17th Street, Tampa, Florida. So $5 entry.
Now, what's the entry for? What y'all doing with that money?
It goes to 80. All proceeds go to 88.5. Saturday night shutdown.
Yeah, and you just happen to be in the vicinity of some of the people associated with Saturday Night Shutdown. I want to say thank y'all in advance, honestly, man. I helped out with the event last year. I'm not a part of it this year just because of timing and everything. I didn't want to overload myself, but I'm going to slide by, show some love. But I want to say thank y'all for what y'all are doing for us on the 88.5 side, because with the money you guys are raising for us, it's going to help keep us on the air. And if y'all don't know about 88.5 FM out here in Tampa, it's all for the community, supported by the community, funded by the community. Like, we can't get by without donations, and they give us the liberty to play whatever we want to. That's why we can put on for Tampa Bay. So thank y'all on behalf of the whole radio station for what y'all doing.
Absolutely.
For real.
And it's an early show from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., so you might want to get there. Your friend might be performing, so you might want to get there.
Give me some background on this, man. How'd y'all get involved with it?
The hip hop community, what's about Unity Jam is about the culture, man. We trying to bring the hip hop community together and come as a whole, bring the unity back, because right now we lacking in unity. Right. Real talk, we lacking, and we want that unity how it was like back then. We wanted to gel together, everybody gel together.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of different styles there.
Talking to the mic.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of different styles there, a lot of dope MCs, and that's what it's really about. You know what I'm saying? All sorts of different genres of rap. It ain't just one style. It's literally you're going to have some of everything. So like you said, unity, bringing it all together.
It's the culture. It's the culture.
Hell yeah. So is this your first Unity Jam you taking part in?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
My first one.
Congratulations, bro.
I've been to the very first. My first one I've been to. I just came to support and I loved it. So I was like, kind of got at Nick and was like, yeah, I'm loving this, man. Let me know when the next one is. I'll be there, you know.
Right.
That's just me, you know.
Word. Yeah, it's my first one too. You know what I'm saying? Boy Clay, actually, he's the reason I'm going. You know what I'm saying? He was like, Chop, come on, man. So it's time to go make that debut. So he was like, come on, me, you, and Sharkface go hit that stage. You know what I'm saying? We already going to be deep. We're going to bring mad people. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be lit. It's going to be lit. But, yeah, thanks to Clay over here letting me know.
That's love, man.
That's what it's all about. Right there. That's what it's all about.
Man's in there.
I know we talked about it, but when he actually shows it in life, you know what I'm saying? That's that come up we always talk
That's
about,
real, man.
So.
That's real. He always show and prove.
Yeah.
Yeah, he don't just talk. Word, so.
Man, we've had a good time in Unity Jam in the past, man. Like, this lineup this year is like off the damn chain. I'm just thinking about who I want to see the most. Man, that's a tough question, yo.
I don't even know where to start, man.
Like, top to bottom, it's official.
I don't even know
DJs, hosts, performers.
I don't even.
Like,
I'm just lost.
Manolo.
Manolo, yeah, there you go.
Manolo's who I want to see the most. Nah, I see him all the damn time, man. But for real, yo, it's going to be a good show. I'm looking forward to it. I know all the artists are top notch, and I just can't wait to hear what y'all got to do, so... tell me some more, man. Y'all on here. Let's have some fun with it. Tell me something. What song? How long is your set?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. You already know what you're going to do, or you just trying to fill it out?
Well, I'm on, I think I know what I'm going to do, but I just hope they ready. That's all. I just hope they ready. I mean, my performance level has improved over the years, so, I mean, I bring all types of wild music. I'm a last minute guy too, so I could change up on the DJ. Be like, yeah, I want to perform this. DJ Spaceship know that, because how many songs I switched on you?
Man, we ain't gonna much talk about that.
Jay Smoove was supposed to retire from performing out in Tampa like 6 months ago.
He can't leave it alone.
He hit us like Too Short, album number 10. Like, hey, this is the final album. I'm retiring.
Nah, man, it's just that I see what my young group are doing. Like, I support my young group, Young Savage Squad. I support them, and I see what they doing. So they got my support 1,000%. You know, so I see what they doing, and I'm behind them, like supporting them music wise, because they just stepping out on the scene. I'm not even gonna lie. They've been the artists that been like in the cut. but supporting the whole city. So now I was like, I took that time out to like, let's get in the studio, put them in the studio, let's make some music, man. Because y'all got to get out here too. Y'all artists. I got to get out here too.
You got to make some hits.
I just put them in the studio.
Let's flip this shit all the way around, man. We're talking about Unity Jam. We're talking about Unity in Tampa Bay. Tell me, you said that Unity is lacking out here. Tell me why you say that. Like, what do you see out here? And what do we need to repair?
I feel like
and this is for all of y'all, even y'all quiet motherfuckers.
I feel like in the city
bastard.
of Tampa is like the lack of togetherness. I feel like the lack of support, and like it's a whole lot of feud. Like if another artist don't like this artist, they won't show up, and it's just
crazy.
It's just a whole lot of feud, and
show up
it's
and
like
get that bag.
They got to come together and show support throughout the city and make the city stronger, because we got a lot of talent in this city. Word. And the unity, it's a lot. Facts.
When they say it takes a village, that must be real. But sometimes they only apply that to raising kids. But man, it's serious when it comes to careers of any sort.
Hell yeah.
But especially in the music industry, it takes a village to make you something. You know what I'm saying? For everybody, you dope. Your close friends and family, they know you dope. But it really take a village for everybody to just push each other's stuff, man.
It's as simple as somebody pressing the share button.
That's it, man.
Exactly.
Hit that like and hit that shit.
And it's a lot of big hitters looking in this city, but the unity is not there, so they just dipping out.
Word.
Because the unity is not there, So, I mean, the unity is the togetherness got to come. It got to come somewhere. I mean, not only just artists too, DJs too, because I see a lot of DJs falling out with each other too.
Yeah.
But like, it got to start with us. It just starts with us. A small group could lead to a big group.
I think it starts with the DJs.
Speaking to the mic.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I think it start with.
Pull up that seat, man.
I think it start with the DJs, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. I think it start with the DJs because there's a lot of stuff going on in the city, and I see too many artists. We out here struggling, and all these DJs, you know what I'm saying? All these events they throwing. It's all cool and all, but ain't nobody paying the artists. Ain't nobody making it, you know what I'm saying, sociable for the artists to get the bag. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of DJs, and I'm just going to keep saying DJs because, Nick Major, he was like, Live, don't do it to him. He was like, be humble. You know what I'm saying? Live, you the generation changer. You know what I'm saying? Unity this and unity that. I said, you can't tell somebody out here that's living out here, you know what I'm saying, Nick, like, God rest him where he at right now, you know what I'm saying? He's struggling. But, like, there's people out here dying for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my French, but when the DJs ain't co-signing what's going on in the city, you can't expect anything else but to run rampant. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's kids running around here rampant because they ain't no unity in the city. You know what I'm saying? And it starts out with DJs saying, okay, well, let's take the top 5 artists and take the top wackest artists and put them on a record. Like, let's be real here. Like, look what everybody doing. A key example, DJ Khaled. He take the 5 top national artists in the world, put them on one record. What happens? It blows, right? Nobody does that in the city. Everybody want to stay silent. What's wrong with our city? I'll tell you what's wrong with the city. Ain't no DJs co-signing these artists. So we out here turning up by ourselves, going on our shows by ourselves, and then we got DJs sneak dissing artists on Facebook. Like, shit's sweet. We ain't gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna point no names and say no names, but these DJs gonna have to start listening, you know what I'm saying, owning up to what they be saying on Facebook. These artists paying attention out here. You know what I'm saying? I know some artists right now that, like, it's cool. For a long time, you know what I'm saying? You see artists doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? Woo-de-woo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then get the sneak dissing. Well, this sneak dissing, them boys gonna come out them woodworks, boy, because there's some boys sitting around polishing off their guns and sitting in the woods somewhere going crazy as hell, wondering why all this shit is not being full circus. And it's just because people ain't sharing what they eat. And like, there's not enough money in the city. This city rich. I look around and see the lights, the cameras, and the action. And I'm saying this because we go to these radio stations, we banging on the radio station door DJs to play our shit. And then next thing you know, we our publicist got a co-sign of this shit. But then next thing you know, Lil Diaper Raps run through the city. He got the hit single. You know what I'm saying? He got the hit single. No, stop playing. He got the hit single on every single radio station outside the city. So because he come to the city, what DJ's doing? DJ's got their arm wrapped around him like they knew him for 5 years. And they ain't know the man one time. Man, co-sign your city, man. This is DJ's fault. It ain't the artist's fault. The artists out here busting their ass, making videos to YouTube beats that they don't know they can't sell. Like there needs to be a meeting, just a meeting for artists and DJs to sit down and be like, okay, well now that we know that you just can't play our record on the radio and get paid for it because you want to break it for y'all, the DJ, the producer. A person like Sharkface to make the beat, and a person like Choppy to feature on the record, like two people gonna have to get paid for this. Like it's basically unity jam, and that's what Nick wants us to do. He wants us to talk this unity shit, but I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna say what they want. Y'all guys thinking I'm gonna say that shit.
I appreciate that too. Honestly,
let me take.
I know you're gonna.
Now I gotta take. I gotta take cue to this one. So,
but
no, because I gotta take cue to that. Now, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and I'm gonna give you that. But as a DJ myself, I can't agree with you and say that with a problem with, what Khaled does. There's no Khaled in Tampa. I say the problem is the DJ artist relationship, and I think the problem is a lot of artists are channeling the wrong DJs to play their music. If you have a lyricist, if your BPMs is 55 to 75, you can't go to a DJ that plays 125 or better. I'm not saying you in general, but use myself as an example. Can't no artist in this city or any city tell you that I never got behind them when I was on 99.1 FM, when I had Powerline Radio twice, when I've been on here and 88.5. I put myself and my situation in chances where I could jeopardize losing my dollar just to please an artist that don't support nothing that I do. I put on many events. Me and my man DJ Galaxy started at Green Gators when it was last Green Iguana. Didn't no artist for the most 99% of the artists that I fuck with came out to support that night. When it got jumping and a major artist came through, then they came out to support that artist, but still not to support that night. So I think to say that the artists and the DJs need to have a meeting, that needs to happen, you are correct. But once again, my brother, you are wrong. Because that's been happening. You got DJ Sandman, who takes local artists here in Tampa that's on radio, along with local artists who are not on radio trying to get to radio, along with the DJs and industry cats, and have listening sessions, network sessions. My man Davi from 94.1. Now, Davi might not be, I'm not going to sit here and try to point Davi's situation out, but I can honestly say this. When I notice an artist goes to the DJ that plays their music, like you can't take nobody's music in here and go to Old Dirty Sundays and expect any of those DJs to play your shit because that's not what they play. You got to find your avenue and your lane, build a relationship with the DJs. I'm not saying kiss their ass, and I'm not saying vice versa, but what I am saying, this is not something that I can sit here and let you say is all on the DJs. This is on both sides of the table, my brother.
Okay, and in retrospect to what you said, this is in defense of the artist. This is in defense of the artist to say this is about the DJs that'll go to an artist, right, and they'll post certain stuff on their post, laughing and mocking artists, rather than taking the artist in. And I'm going to say it like it is. Some of these same DJs you talking about, going online and speaking about the artists that are in the city like, oh, we can't get artists to show up to our events loud. Nick was like, hey, live, don't do it to them. Man, fuck that. It's about the artists in the city. Why? Because let me ask y'all guys a question.
Okay.
And let's step back as artists for a second.
Okay.
What the fuck is a DJ without the artist?
Vice versa.
Okay, right. But in retrospect, it takes music to be pushed by a DJ for it to succeed. Mind you, third-party companies that are taking music from artists and making a percentage off of them, placing it behind their backs and not saying anything. Now the question gets deeper. Now there's a lot of artists that are being taken advantage of right now in the city. That's where I come in. And I got a problem. And I say, well, it's because they won't play your record. Why? Because you ain't 320 BPS kbps radio ready, right? And you don't have your BMI and your RSC codes on your BMI all registered, right? So when you got an artist that does got that, right? What's the excuse then?
There's
the
no
campaign. Wait a second.
This is my thing. I got artists. I got artists that I don't even care about none of that. If you dope, you dope. I got artists. I got artist shit that I'm still playing from back when I first started.
Right. And just on what you said,
right.
If you dope, right?
Right, but
my
opinion is different than the next DJ,
listen,
brother.
But it's not, because your opinion is facts.
No.
Your opinion
I said
that
my
you just
opinion
said.
is different
If an
than the
artist
next
is dope,
person.
if an artist is dope, he's dope, right? Let's
But that's
get
my
that clear.
opinion.
Okay, but everybody's opinion in here. If an artist is dope, he's dope. If an artist is whack, he's trash, right?
But what you might consider dope, I might consider trash, and vice versa.
I'm just asking you in retrospect.
Right, I understand
If an artist
that.
is dope,
But
an
I-
artist is dope,
That's
right?
true.
If an artist is whack, right? It's not about that. Because when you come to DJs like DJ Sandman, and he says, well, I got a lot of submissions this week, but some of these people codes ain't right. So it really don't matter how fucking dope you are now, does it?
Once again, I
First
think
thing you gotta have is your codes.
Exactly.
So what I'm saying is on top of why isn't the unity and why isn't the because?
So have you
because,
asked
wait,
them?
because, wait,
have
wait a
you
second.
asked them what codes and what it is
No,
to get
I'm
those
not,
codes?
I'm not worried about my codes. I'm
No,
Gucci on
I'm
the
saying
codes.
have you went that steps? Because if you haven't, then that's
No.
null and void.
No. What I'm stating is you shouldn't, as an artist on a platform of that stature, like a 95.7 to beat, you already should have your coach. You shouldn't be stepping the same and asking those questions because you should already have that in the bag.
So, but think about how many artists don't have
exactly.
that.
So in that point, I'm stating, and I'm gonna stand up when I say this. So y'all guys can make sure y'all say, "Oh yeah, he said it." You damn right he said it. Because motherfuckers are thinking it won't say shit. Okay, so
Just
instead of
speaking to
having
the mic, that's
instead
all
of
I
having
say.
DJs, right? Instead of having DJs, it's like, you know what? Whoop-de-woo, and getting their artists to come out to their shows and side jabbing artists. Why not have, you know what? I'm having a DJ mixer to teach artists how to get their BMI straight in my city. Because you know what? Every other city that we go to.
Let me answer this one.
Exactly. Every other city we go to, right? Every city you go to.
Go ahead with that
And I go on tour. I see the cities. I see how artists is moving. And I see how the DJs is moving. And it's crazy. It's crazy how much unity the DJs got. And it's crazy how much power y'all got. But y'all guys don't understand the power you hold.
I think they do, but I think that, and I hear what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but in this situation, for one, let's make this factual. I know Benton Records, for example, used to put on conferences. They used to put on like one-on-one informational sessions for artists to get their music right, get their numbers right, get all their codes, get everything legit. And I know that a lot of times people didn't show up for that. I know you got something to say. It's cool, but let me talk real quick.
I got you.
Because I've actually been here and I've been watching this shit. And I know I talk with Angel all the time. And the attendance wasn't where it needed to be at, considering how many artists are out here. Right. And I know he was charging the fee to do it, but artists need to invest in their craft.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that they need to invest in. Because if you're an artist and you're not getting paid for your music, like if you're doing, you know, I can understand if you want to do a mixtape, but don't be a mixtape career, motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to have some original production. If you need to find producers that can do that, you know, there's places to do this shit at. But in this situation, I think what you're telling me is more on the artist. And then it's also on miscommunication. So with the conferences that have been put on in the past, they've been successful, but not everybody has showed up to them. And because of that, you know, we can inform a few people, but not the mass.
Okay.
So then it's like, when are you going to take it upon yourself to get your money like you did? Because you know all that shit.
That's 85% on the artist.
Easily. Like even if it's night to night, like if you look at the artists that perform, they're there, but if they're not performing, they don't show back up.
Yeah, you got to have your man. If you want your songs playing on the radio, you got to have your ASCAP BMI. If you don't got that, that's not on the DJ.
And I've even had situations
at all.
I've even had like I said, this ain't a fight against you.
Not at all.
Because anybody can tell you, as a DJ, I play any artist's music. Period. But I've had shows that the artists that are dope come and perform, and I'll be like, "Hey man, this shit dope." The first thing they say to me before they even perform, "Hey man, make sure you delete that. I'm not trying to release that yet." So if you trying to give you, if I'm the letter carrier, and you telling me I'm gonna take this letter out of the envelope, what the fuck I'm supposed to deliver?
Exactly.
And on top of that, we ask for music all the time, and I know a lot of artists, and I have not gotten emails from everybody. So just little stuff like that, like. It can go a long way. Like, we're asking for music for a reason. So if I'm asking and I don't receive it, it's cool. I'm going to mess whoever does send it over if it's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a song I wanted to play the other day that
It's lit.
it was MP3, but then it wasn't. I can't play that shit. We've had people send us music through Snapchat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What are we supposed to do with that?
I'm not even going to say an artist name.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not going. So let me ask you this:
what am I supposed to do with that? Like,
if somebody
open the snap.
If I send you a snap right now, you open it, you say, "Well, damn, let me get back to it later." Once you close it, what happens?
It's gone.
Rap. How can I help you?
But DJ Spaceship, he was sending you a preview.
And it happened more than once.
But I was
Go ahead, Clay.
I was implying, like, I honestly think it's to the point of where this is my whole get it. The reason why I'm coming back from LA like pissed off because I see the city that we throwing everything. We got everybody coming. Bitch Bone, Baby God, everybody. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that okay, the city come out for them. That's supportive, right? Cool. But in the essence of what you said, there were these meetings that were thrown.
That are still being thrown.
Okay, that are still being thrown. Yeah. But let's be real about these meetings. And I'm not going to say all of them, because all of them might be solid.
Okay.
But you know damn well that there's a lot of these meetings being thrown, and the artists are being thrown to the wolves. I'm going to tell you why. All right? Because you just said, and we're just not going to say...
I would agree with you.
Wait a second. We're not going to say any record.
Okay.
We're going to say any record label. Baloney Records. Right?
That's a good
Baloney Records. Baloney Records just like, we want you. DOD, we got you. B, you the hottest thing in the streets. B, I'm telling you right now. Hold up. Right here, man. 125,000.
That's a fucking over deal.
So they give you some bread, right? So wait a second. I'm going to tell you what happens. Right? So then they're like, DOD, you got the producer here and the electric guitars, right? Don't worry about it. They're going to get paid a 50%. You're going to get 50% too, right? That's 100. Right. That's 100%. You guys good with that? Y'all guys like, yeah, man, we Gucci, man, woo, woo. Right?
That money
Meanwhile, there's 100% over here. Y'all ain't even see. We put it behind our back. And y'all guys got the 50-50 deal, but the label got 100%. So wait a second. So now you got these conferences happening where artists or labels are teaching artists that, listen, you just work with this producer and we're going to give you the 50-50 deal. We're going to keep 100% and take a little bit off the top for ourselves. But, we didn't do nothing.
That's that 360
Can I ask
deal.
you a question? So are you speaking on the...
I'm speaking on a lot of labels that my homies are signed to right now.
So now you're not talking about DJs, you're talking about the labels.
That's publishing.
Yeah. Okay, so that ain't got nothing to do with a DJ.
Whoa.
Hold on, because DJs get fucked too. Let's be clear.
That 100%, it comes off no matter what because it goes to publishing.
That's a whole different entity.
So wait a second. One second. That was it right there.
Yeah.
Because the DJ, I tell the artist, that 100% comes off right percent because it's just publishing. Check me out. If I go to BMI.com, if I get my BMI publishing, my publishing, that 100% doesn't come off the top. That 100% is mine.
Yeah, because you're the one publishing.
Right.
But you just see the conversation that we were just having. He was like, that 100% comes off the top because an artist is...
He's not speaking about it.
Nah, I'm not talking about the DJ.
I'm just saying, in retrospect, is he a DJ?
No, I'm a DJ. That's what I do.
I'm the guy who takes the DJ, who puts out his album that has your song on it.
Okay.
It comes 200%.
So an artist
I get 100, and y'all split up the other 100.
Okay.
That's how it goes.
What they going to take from that conversation? The 100% comes off the top,
that's publishing.
Well, first of all, if this conversation going down, like you notice when y'all start talking numbers, what I did, I shut the fuck up. Because that's not what I do. That's not what DJs do. But when you started saying that, in my opinion, taking a shit on DJs, that's how I kind of took it. Because anybody in this room can tell you, this is my man's right here. And I play everybody else's music more than his, but I got his music and I will play his music. You see what I'm saying? So these conferences that you're speaking of, like I say, when you find the right DJ, the right avenue, the right classroom to sit in
for your style,
it's free lunch.
It's all about building.
But then on top of that, like with anybody going to school, but with anybody, hold up, with anybody that goes to school, it's up to you to find the knowledge you're looking for. They're going to feed you whatever,
the game is
but you got to find it out.
Correct.
But a lot of people don't know that.
Wait a second. You see. A lot of people. Wait a second. Because the game's not. Wait a second. Because the label's not sold. Because the game's sold, not told. Right. That's why we're not winning.
I tell you what. I make a challenge to you. You find me one artist that I've ever charged to play their music.
No.
That's
payola. That has nothing to do with
the game is sold, not told. Is not always true.
Right.
If you as an artist, hold on, wait.
What did you just say to me?
If you as an artist,
what were your exact words to me just now?
If you as an artist, what I'm saying to you is,
that was 2 minutes ago.
If you as an artist, no disrespect, but if you as an artist got your shit together, as a DJ as an artist, and he got his shit together. Of course. There's nothing.
They're artists.
Said.
That's
we still artists at the end of the day. Just
y'all artists at the end of the day, no matter what.
We still
that other 100% is the business guy, bro.
USPS service.
Okay, so let me ask a question, and let's make it like this. I think ever since you got people like DJ Khaled coming out and doing what DJ Khaled is comfortable with doing because he has this boatload of money, I think you got DJs that think they're more important than what they really are, and I'm gonna call it like I see it because I don't see enough work in what we doing. And I can say that, you know why? Because you know what it is? It's a dangerous statement to make.
Khaled wasn't the first.
You're right.
Khaled is just the most marketable one right now.
Exactly. So what we're saying is it can be done though. That's what the statement is. It can be done, correct?
I know just to make this, just to tie it back to the facts, and we're going to end it with this because it's almost the end of the show. But we'll shout out DJ Wally Clark, who's also a producer who put out the Wally Clark tape.
OP Super.
OP Super's done mixtapes as well. Jay Wiz, we just did an album release for him where he put out his beats to whoever wanted to get on them and made it like that. So I hear what you're saying. It sounds like a miscommunication between the artists and just knowing the knowledge to get money.
Exactly.
And then you guys need to have some type of way to get to the DJs, but that's there. That's
that's
already
just
in
a simple
place. You just have to
conversation
find out where to
between
go.
the DJs.
These cats have These cats have DJ events twice a month.
And not that many artists
on
show up
St.
to
Pete
it.
and Tampa.
I see the same artists show up to our jam sessions every time. Every time. Last week, Tuesday, before we went to Kansas, shout out to Junction City. Last week, we had a man in here that is prime example of build a relationship and they will come. His name is L. Quote. If we've had 10 events, he might not perform at none of them. He still comes.
Yeah, he
so
do.
when that man touched the stage, all eyes on me. And he's actually dope.
Yeah, that's my
So you see what I'm saying? So
That's my man's in there.
He might come and just get it. No, he might come and just see you perform. He might have heard something about you.
And he vibes on
and
the
he
artist
vibes on. He comes and he ain't trying to be all in front of the camera. In the video, he play the backs. He come up.
That's what you got to do.
How you doing? What you got going on? And he listens and he networks with people. He came here last week. It wasn't even about him. He came because another artist told him to come. On some smooth shit.
He works with a lot of the artists.
Building a relationship and they will come.
That's the key.
This is an interesting conversation. I wish we had more time to go into a little bit further because shit. Oh, we got time tonight, huh, sir?
We got time.
Sir.
No, because there's a business aspect to the thing and there's the artist aspect.
Well, this is a whole nother show.
Yeah,
this is a whole nother show in its entirety.
Hand on this one. I think where the problem comes, the disconnect comes, your frustration is what's got you right now.
What?
Your frustration is what's got you right now.
Okay, my response was the reason why the city is failing. It is because the communication on every single level and the money making that artist comes with and understanding that, listen, I'm the DJ. I make the beat. I got the artist. You dope? We're going to make this bread together. And instead, I see a lot of things happening with D.O.D., my homie right here. He in a situation where we like, let's be real. We fighting to get money out of this situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's all about this unity, but let's be real. There were 30 homeboys or whatever the case. There's an album release party. Hey, yo, what's up? Somebody should have been like, yo, hold up, fall back. Yo, hold up. Yeah, what the fuck is this, B? This how we do in our city? I'm saying the DJs need to tap in more with what we're doing because every time an artist blow in some other state, they in our city performing at Wild Splash, performing at whatever splash they got.
DJs don't control that. That's
that's the DJs don't control that.
Listen, but you know, this the problem. I'm talking about, we asking what the problem is. I'm the dude that's going to say it, we want the solution. So let's turn around and let's stand behind the person that's going to make those type of decisions. Because all we're going to be doing is for the rest 10 years later, from this conversation, is say, yo, that ain't our problem, B. You know what I'm saying? That's that guy over there. Well, let's go talk to him. And let's ask him, what's up with the guys in our city? Let's talk to dudes in our city that's out here. Okay? Because guess what? No, wait a second. Because I told Nick like this. Because guess what? You know what it leads to? It leads to World Star.
Thank you.
Thank
you,
Cam. An artist will come to the city, right? And what happened to him? He get chased down the block, robbed for his jewelry, right?
Hey, we've been there already. We've been there with Fat Joe. We've been there with a lot of different people. We put niggas in the trunk and we did all that from up north.
Facts.
But where we at right now. So
Facts.
what we really got to do is
Speak to the mic.
Your frustration and all that. You can hear me. I don't need to speak into the mic. What we really need to do is we need to go out there, analyze the situation, take a step back. If you signed a crazy deal,
that's your fault.
That's
your fault.
Can't nobody be
you
like,
can't blame
oh,
nobody.
Shit. Yo, we need to get together and we need to. Nah, we don't need to do that. I respect your
and
opinion.
that brings it back to.
And I'm not holding up.
At the end of the day, you're supposed to be ready for some shit like this.
Right.
You're supposed to be ready for shit like this.
Look, this is the unity part of this shit.
You gotta have
when
management.
we go out and we see DJs doing their thing. Hey, do you need help out with your shit? You got a lot of shit going on right now.
Exactly.
Can I help you out with your equipment? No, I want to know you. Really relate. Don't come up to me with a bottle and be like, hey, nigga.
Here's my mixtape.
Yeah, here's my mixtape with a bottle. You're not doing nothing but paying your way in. Still is payola, like my G said. So you need to be like, hey, I know the end of the night is rough for you. You got crates and all that shit.
I'll help
These are
DJ
your speakers.
Terra. I
Can
used
I
to
help
help
you out
DJ
with that?
Fader move crates and crates and crates.
So why is
I
this
carry
not
my
being
DJ
related?
equipment.
We would non-stop.
So why is
We
this
would
not being
non-stop. When I say-
related? Where's the disconnect? So where's the disconnect in your camp, my guy?
Where there's the conversation of why are we failing? I hear a lot of fucking excuses, bro. That's what I'm hearing from a lot of fucking powerful people in the room. That's what I'm hearing, and I'm one of these people that really don't like excuses. So I really don't like them.
What we
they
gonna
kind
do?
of bother me. So I'm gonna say, listen, if you can't help it, and the DJ can't help it, well, point me to the motherfucker that can.
You.
Honestly,
Honestly, you.
Wait a minute,
I gotta stop you right there.
No. As of right now, hush. That's it right there. That's it. We're gonna draw this back in. This is Waves of Debate, episode 17. We're talking about Unity Jam. Please give us a date. Please give us. And stick around. We still gotta take a picture though. But hey, please give the information on Unity Jam. Manolo, please have a seat. I do want to run through Ride the Wave with you real quick.
God. Unity Jam 19. Urban Blend presents Unity Jam. Early show 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Hosted by Slick Worthington and C. Renee. Special guest DJ Sandman of 95.7 beat. Performances by Mike Mash, Just Henry, Clay Hewitt, Mr. SB, Old Manolo, Hybrid M16, Hyper, J Smoove, DOD, Young Savage Squad, Gotti Benz, Rook the Ruckus, and on the ones and twos, DJ Terra, DJ Shannon C, DJ OP Super, and it's at the Crowbar, 1812 North 17th Street, Tampa, Florida. $5 entry.
Word, I ain't on the flyer,
and
but
all
Choppy Chop
proceeds go
performing
to
too.
it.
Shout out to Choppy Chop in the building.
Liddy gang gang.
Hey, you know something though? I could tell they let you read out loud in school. You didn't stutter nothing. This nigga went to school and learned to read.
He wasn't scared. He wasn't scared.
He wasn't the kid that was like, you ain't gonna
I wasn't, listen, I wasn't even supposed to be doing this. M16 was supposed to be doing this, man.
Do your thing.
I'm
All
a
right.
feeling.
Go to work.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. If anybody that's tuned in right now, we appreciate y'all listening. We appreciate y'all. We do this every Tuesday night from 8 to 10. What we like to do is called a segment called Ride the Wave. Spaceship, I want you to explain the Ride the Wave segment to these cats. Hold on, let me get the camera on you.
All right.
Tonight.
So the Ride the Wave came along. Shout out to my man Ray Budsky and Sean October. First episode they came in, and you know, send some music in. We can listen to your music and stuff. But the track they sent in was one of their new joints. They sent the performance track in instead, and they didn't have a way to get the actual song. So we were like, "Fuck it, let's go live. Let's go live." And we renamed it, called it Ride the Wave. And that's when the artists send in their track and they do that shit live. Like, you ride the motherfucking wave.
Right.
So this week, since we got old Manolo in the building, we want to bring him up to Ride the Wave for the show. We usually do it a little bit earlier in the show, but this is going to be how we end the show tonight. So it's been a pleasure having everybody in here. It's been a very informative show. A lot of knowledge was dropped, a lot of passion behind the microphone tonight as well. So we got to finish it up with old Manolo riding the wave.
Now the heat coming off that couch.
What track are you about to rock for us, Manolo?
So this has been a crowd favorite. This is Lolo. Get him.
One of my personal
Y'all
favorites.
coming to Beats and Eats? Because it's next Saturday.
Hey,
you ready to kick it?
Let's go.
Low.
I gotta hear it. You gotta turn that up though. You gotta turn that up though. You gotta. Yo. Bend over till you get scoliosis, or smoke till you comatose and hold this H2O shit like osmosis. Oh no, look at little Manolo on his hocus pokes nose in your business. Get that, break me off a piece of what your Kit Kat. Hit that, sucking on your titties till they mismatch. Switch that, give me good head till you get whiplash. We can keep it all under the radar. She called me daddy like I was Darth Vader. I am not the father. Please tell Maury Povich don't bother. IQ brain graduated with honors. Her period was light, it was more like a comma. So we had the shower all fogged up like a sauna. Hit it while her mama watching daytime drama. That was low. Hey, low. Keep it on the low, keep it on the low. Keep it on the low, keep it on the low. Keep it on the low, keep it on the low. Roll with Manolo, ain't nobody gotta know. 2-step till you lose breath. Still love the way it moves in a loose dress. Yes, consent before conquest. Met shorty at the kumquat fest. Pie eating contest. Yelling out, we the best. She laughed and said, boy, you a mess. I guess her fancy wasn't ticklish till she met me. The poet showed her English could be sexy. Even if I smear words like a lefty, still had the mayonnaise sandwiched in her breast meat. Deadbeat, no etnies or e-tonics. Low. Keep it on the low, keep it on the low. Yo, this is Manolo, this is Lolo. Catch the full version on all outlets. OL space MANOLO. Lolo with a space LO space LO. Hey, should give him double take, but not next time, yo. Catch me at Unity Jam and Ignite the Night 1.
Hell yeah. Oh, Manolo, like I said, this man, him and Neckley under construction since we come into contact. I mean, I've known Manolo for a few years, but once we come into contact with the both of y'all, man, things have been looking up for y'all. Everybody stick around. We got to take a big group picture in 1 second, though. We're about to sign out,
I ain't
man.
never heard your music before. I'm going to check you out.
Once again, this is Waves of the Bay, episode 17. Next week, episode 18 is coming on Tuesday from 8 to 10 p.m. We're going to be speaking with spoken word artists. It's going to be rocking the Ignite the Right event going down July 21st. We got an amazing lineup of spoken word artists. We're going to be celebrating Ryder Reyes' birthday as well. Should be a good time, man. But for real, if you're listening right now, make sure you hit us on the Spreaker app. Make sure you hit that follow. And then follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook at Waves of the Bay. Send your music over wavesofthebay@gmail.com. Let me shout out my hometown, Junction City, Kansas, one more again. Me and DJ Spaceship had a blast out there. We were glad we were able to put on an event for you. Shout out David Laster for holding down everything, man. You're the one that did this. We could not have done this event without you. Shout out to the VFW out there for allowing us to rock. Ship, you got anything you want to say?
You can find me in St. Louis rolling on dub, sipping but now let me stop. DJ Spaceship. Follow me on Instagram at DJ Spaceship. Twitter, if that's your poison of choice, DJ Spaceship 83. You can also check my mixes out, mixcloud.com/DJ Spaceship. We got hip hop. We got R&B. We got salsa, merengue, bachata, country. We even got some pop. We got some EDM and a little bit trap, baby. Stay tuned for the trap versus R&B. Me and my DJ brother Dez. We gonna be holding it down at the A-Loft in downtown Tampa. Holla at your boy.
www.tone-capone.com. I spell Capone with a K. You guys can find all the Waves of the Bay shows out there on this entirety. The Ride the Wave segments are on there as well. Please make sure y'all keep it locked with us. Share what you guys are hearing. Let other people know what we got going on. And anybody in the Tampa Bay area, matter of fact, it don't even matter. We're online with it as well. Saturday, 88.5. We are holding it down for the Saturday Night Shutdown. We'll be interviewing T.O. on the Saturday Night Shutdown. Boy.
T.O.
All right, now. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll catch y'all next Tuesday. Peace.
We talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.